Like this. Hi, chat room. Can you guys hear me? Probably a little loud in your ears. I don't care. Can you guys hear me? Hi, 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 hi. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. What's good? There's some new people in here. I see some new people in here. You started playing Ace Attorney 2 weeks ago. You started the 4th case. It's really good. Fuck yeah. Let's go. No, Ace Attorney is a goated series. I hope I can show that to you guys here today. Let me actually... Good night? You going to bed? What's going on over there? Why's my man's going to bed? I don't understand. Cheese hobby. I usually put on my camera, but I'm not as disposed. Hello, it is Cheese hobby. Nice gay pride hobby. How is everyone? How's everyone doing? What up, Mr. Gooey? Doing your justice. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, gang. Yeah, good to see you guys. Happy Monday, man. 4th of July week coming up. 4th of July week coming up. Kind of cool. You guys celebrating? I'll probably check in on you guys more on this throughout the week. I have no plans for 4th of July because I have a terrified Shiba Inu. My doggo explodes during 4th of July. It is not a fun time. Had fun playing Street Fighter 6 with jurors? Hell yeah. We love that. Love that. Big fan. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. You might see something behind me. I'm loading the game up. Muy bien, ¿estás bien? Qué bueno, qué bueno, qué bueno. Qué bueno, me alegro, me alegro. It just became Tuesday the same time you streamed? That's funny, Magikarp. Birthday's the 7th? Yo, what are you doing for the B-Day? What are you doing for the B-Day? What are you doing for the B-Day? I'm actually going to turn the music off as we get ready to get into this. Ard Game, what's good? First time chatter, I see you. Lucy Shark with 32 years in a row. Shingoyo with the 54 years in a row. You guys are dope. Thank you. Longtime supporters, bro. Patrons of the House of Justice. What up, Frywise? What's good, man? What's good? What's good? I mean, EU has this weird time zones. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call them weird. You're just in EU, right? They're your time zones. I'm sure when you come over here and visit, if you ever do, right? The time zones here feel weird. I will say the only thing that's weird about the States and time zones, as a bit of social commentary, it's odd to me that we have basically 4 time zones and then Hawaii has their own because they're so far away. I just think it's funny. Like, it makes sense thematically, but them being still a US state and having a time zone that's 3 hours behind our lowest West Coast time zone is crazy. Holy shit. Okay. Chat, actually, I need to check something pretty serious. Kai is probably going to hold it down for a bit if that's okay. Easy. So.
Hello stream, how are we doing today? What are we doing? We'll just get this started off while Javi checks out the thing that we need to check out, and then we'll get on to the good stuff, because I know you guys don't want to be hearing me talk. So we're going to start with English. We're going to start with English. There we go. Click the view button below to read our privacy. Okay. I'm not, I'm just getting you through the Yep, all is good. All is good. Homeowner stuff, the best. Okay, let's help Javi out a bit. Ooh, did not want to do that. I wanted to do this. Let's get kind of all the audio and visuals figured out, shall we? Oh, thank you. Oh, hi, Andrethist. How are you, my little love bug? Okay, So I'm gonna talk to you guys for a second. How do we feel on audio? Am I talking too loud? Is the music too quiet? Give me some help. Is the music too high, or is the game loud? Got it. Game loud. I'm gonna do. Is that better? Or do we need it a little bit more? One lower. Game is loud. Loud. Okay. We're gonna do one more. And then we're gonna do the effects down one as well. And maybe that will make it a little bit better. How's that feeling? We want to make sure we hear everyone's amazing, amazing voice acting and amazing, amazing talents. Even lower, okay. Okay, perfect. Hi, Junior Justice. I remember you. We met you at, I want to say Evo a couple years ago. It's nice to see you again, my love. Okay, let's look at gameplay. Subtitles on, text skip off. Let's see, wait time. I got you guys. Do we want flashes on? Is flashing anybody's... Is anybody kind of worried about the flashes? Is this flash safe? Hi, Jimmy Justice. Okay, let's see here. Is it probably... Oh, that's a fun one. I think our audio and visuals are doing pretty good. We have the effects and the volume. For right now, we're gonna just let everybody kind of come in, everyone situate and chill out. Looks like we're good on Twitch and YouTube. We're getting a lot of love from YouTube, which I love to see. Everyone, if you don't know who I am, my name is colloquially known as Lady Liberty. I am Javi's fiance. And I help him out from time to time if he needs to do something and I can hold the stream down. I am also Missile's favorite human. So if you guys didn't know that, that's a little fun trivia fact for you guys.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm back. Sorry for the delay. I'll explain in just a second. Let me make sure everything's not exploding. Make my cheese hobby a little smaller. Oh, I have to do one more thing actually as a content creator. So you guys can hear who's going to be talking today. This music's pretty good. Yeah, if you guys can hear me good. Oh, game capture separate. I don't want that actually. Turn that off. You know what's awesome? Cool. I'm back. What's good? Yo, what's good? Thank you for hanging out with Lady Justice, Lady Liberty, as I like to call her. Very funny. She's the gal for sure, holding it down. I'm gonna update this one thing really quick, and then I'll let you know what just happened, so you can understand why I had to take a little delay real quick. And then Oval Office. Okay. Update one more thing, so you guys can then see who is talking. Oh, I think I'm good actually. I think I'm smarter. What? I actually set this up already before I even realized I'm smart. Paul, just the first Phoenix Wright character to have a 5. That's funny. Okay, so quick discussion. All right. Me, I Heart Justice, Young Javi, I have not played this game, right? I'm a beloved fan of the first original trilogy. I played a little bit of Dual Destinies, but I have not played the Apollo Justice trilogy, right? So, that being said, I would ask that there are no spoilers in the chat. Try not to loot anything. There will be no backseating, right? Unless it's asked for. I don't mind asking for help, but I'd like the chance to struggle and do my thing first. We have an amazing cast of voice actors today. Some new, some you've seen before if you've followed the playthroughs before. If you're a patron, you're allowed to be able to come in here and voice a character if there are any. If I'm able to, I'll try to make room for all the new people. And it's going to be a really fun time. So, you know, please be as kind as you would to someone in front of you, as if you're watching some sort of fun theatrical play. Everyone really loves these playthroughs. We've done 3 now, and it's always been a really good time. People really try their best. Sometimes we goof off, sometimes we go off script, sometimes we really dial in for drama. You know what I mean? We really try to sell it. And it's always a good time. So I hope you enjoy this playthrough. And I think we're about ready to start. So let's introduce you to the cast. And 3, 2, 1. Hello. Sorry for the delay.
Hello. I just saw someone in chat say Apollo Justice, the first Phoenix Wright character to have a 5 head. How do you think I feel, man?
I mean,
whoever said that, count your days.
Nah, I'm giving you a shot for that one. Give me 5 seconds.
Oh my god, no.
got a VIP of that guy, honestly.
Don't encourage this.
All right, so sorry for there was a weird burning smell coming from my AC unit, so I don't know what that was.
Oh, that's serious.
Yeah, that we had to immediately stop. Kai held it down. God bless. It seems okay now. She's keeping tabs on it. But anyway, I had to stop for that. Otherwise, it would have started like 15 minutes ago. Sorry about it.
Yeah, definitely make sure you're not about to, you know,
explode. Right. Cool.
Yeah.
Very
Right. Cool. Well, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna start clicking stuff. So here's the Apollo Justice trilogy. Okay, so there's 4 episodes.
We just get all the cases straight
Yeah.
up.
Yep.
Okay, so refresh my memory. There's only one Apollo Justice game, right? Or is there 3?
Technically, I mean,
Okay, so this is called the Apollo Justice trilogy, but
Apollo Justice.
yes.
But this is the only game where it's just him, right? Like it's like
Yeah,
he's the
where
main
he-
main
game
character.
where Apollo's like the lead main.
The lead main.
The 5th game, Phoenix Wright takes is somewhat of a.
I've played that one a little bit,
back
so I know that one. And then the last one is
And
like
then-
a combination of Athena.
I don't know. I have not touched 6.
Six
Dual
is like
Destinies
kind
does-
of a combination, yeah.
Because even the 5th one, I know Athena was like mainly introduced, but there's, you know, it's like a mixture. So, okay, so this is,
Basically because, yeah, it's weird.
but this is his solo game. This is his story.
This is a solo game. This is the debut
Yes.
voice.
Solo
This is debut one.
Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna do a new game.
Baby's first. Baby's first
Baby's
Ace
first
Attorney.
steps.
This came out in 2007. Damn.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
For the DS.
Wait, some of you here were like 12 or like
I was 2.
you were
I was
you were
15.
2.
2007.
Yeah, I was born in
I'm-
2005.
We started.
I'm cutting the. All right.
You gotta go. Oh, what's this?
Chad, I've never seen this. Yo, the budget? Wait, the budget.
We have a budget.
Blatro.
Ow.
Oh, who's this? Sorry, I don't know who should be with. I'll voice like that. I got it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
Showdown time.
Showdown time. I got it.
Okay.
You lose. Ah! Holy.
It's a bottle attack.
Eek! My Hennessy. Holy blood. Wait, this is serious. Wait, did someone die in Apollo Justice?
What? No way. People die in these games?
I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please. The cop should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that. Wow. A place I know. April. Shit!
420!
Let me get some weed plants in here, please. Any plant?
no.
Do I have any plants? Weed. What do you mean there's no weed emote?
We need to start
Did I
playing
get a
some
lighter
Cypress Hill. Let's fucking go.
Make sure, make sure not to get me out. Gone. They said it'd be fun. They said.
It's true. Harris explaining how it's funny. Okay, sorry, let's move on.
panicked. Palms sweaty. I can admit it. I'm nervous.
Good
morning.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Good morning, sir.
Handsome.
You look tense, Justice. Wound up tight.
Wait, these graphics are great. Holy shit.
Wound up, sir? No! I'm loose. I'm fine.
That screeching noise. Is that your voice? I suppose it's to be expected. Your first trial, hence a homicide. I guess justice doesn't start small, eh?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I got up at 5 a.m. to do my Chords of Steel voice workout. I'm fine.
Ah, that explains it. I did detect a certain rasping quality to your screech.
I overdid it again.
As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. I wouldn't want to let him down, if you get my drift.
Drift gotten, sir. I'm all over that drift.
As it happens, I dined with him the night of the murder. We can't let this case fall through.
Yes. Yes! I'm fine, sir.
One more thing. Don't say you're fine quite so much. People might take you the wrong way.
Gulp.
I'll be preparing our case. You might want to introduce yourself to the client.
My name is Apollo Justice. If it isn't clear already, I'm a new attorney. And today is my first trial. Not that I'm worried or anything. The defendant has been accused of murder. My boss wants me to help him out, of course. So do I. I mean, there's no way he did it. Not him, no way. Holy shit.
Oh no, he's on. Question marks, chat. Who could this be, chat?
Yeah. No, it's Pa. It's Pa. See?
Who could this be, chat?
It's dead.
Some guy.
No, you mean daddy. That's what you mean.
Whoa. Hey now.
That's my goal right there.
Well, good morning.
Morning. It's all up to you today, huh?
First trial, nervous. Meeting him, cardiac arrest. I think I'm supposed to say something. Help?
So you're
Fine. I'm fine.
Mr. Fine, is it?
Yeah.
I did remember you having an odd name.
Well, we're off to a great start. Are you sure you're okay? I mean, with me. Mr. Gavin is a top-notch defense attorney. And he's your friend, so why?
You'll see.
Huh?
You can do it. Be confident.
I'm really sorry this happened to you. I mean,
It's time, shall we?
Yes, sir. Okay, I need to focus. First trial. Here comes justice.
Is it the line?
Robber, 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 robber,
Rob,
robber.
Rob.
Oh god!
The court is now in session.
Prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is, fine. I mean, ready, Your Honor. Mind going blank. Don't panic. Too late.
Your name was Mr. Justice? And this is your first trial.
Yes, Your Honor. But I'm fine, really.
Are you quite sure? Your voice sounds a bit strained. Mr. Gavin?
Yes, Your Honor?
I was under the impression that you would be heading up this case.
That was my intention, yes. However, a defense attorney must always cede to his client's wishes. And my client specifically requested Mr. Justice.
Well, of course, he wants justice. But to entrust his case to this greenhorn. Wow. Why?
Wow.
I do not exaggerate when I say that you're the best defense attorney in town, Mr. Gavin.
Okay, so Gavin's got trial experience, fine. But does he have cords of steel? I'm too nervous for this.
Then let's begin. The defendant may enter the courtroom.
He knows the matchup.
God, I'm too nervous for this matchup.
Oh my god.
This is truly an unfortunate turn of events. I'm sorry we had to meet again under these circumstances. Long time no see, Mr. Wright.
Let's put the past behind us, shall we? These days, I'm merely Phoenix Wright, piano player.
Or should I call you Papa?
You already know.
Mr. Wright? How could this have happened?
I won't speak of it further then. If the prosecution would be so kind as to explain the charges, Mr. Payne.
To think I saw you enter this room a fresh attorney, and now I'll see you leave in chains.
Winston Payne. Subtle as ever, I see.
I'm always something.
You're
You see
so
my hair?
fuck ass. Oh my god.
The crime committed at the Borscht Bowl Club, a Russian restaurant. Phoenix Wright took the victim, customer, and he hit him. Where? On the head. Smack. Killed him cold.
A customer at the restaurant, you say? And the defendant, you say he was?
The pianist for the club, it seems.
Phoenix Wright. A pianist?
You said penis.
Readers!
It's the weapon that took the victim's life. A bottle of grape juice. Grape juice is apparently our defendant's drink of choice.
The court accepts the deadly bottle as evidence. I'm a bit frumpy.
Understood.
Something to note, Justice. All evidence is filed in the court record.
Holy shit, the court.
Make a practice of checking it frequently.
Court record. Right, I've heard of that.
Use E to look at the evidence so far. I'm confident in your ability to handle this.
Alright, just use E. Sounds like it's time for some hands-on action.
So, the victim was a customer at this restaurant. But just who was this, Shady Smith fellow?
E.
That's a great name.
I believe he was a traveler, Your Honor.
E.
Traveler?
E.
According to his passport, he had been out of the country for a number of years. He had only returned to this country recently, though his place of residence is unclear.
And he had some sort of connection with the defendant.
That, too, is unclear at present, Your Honor. We believe they first met at the Borscht Bowl Club on the night of the crime.
If they had only just met, then why murder? Perhaps the victim slighted the defendant's piano playing.
That doesn't appear to have been the case. No, the motive had nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skill. At least, not piano playing. I'll let this photo explain what I mean.
He is out.
TV.
As we can see, a game of poker was in progress at the scene of the crime.
I need that to be changed to Balatro, by the way. Sorry.
Wait just a dawn-breaking moment. Isn't poker gambling? That's a crime in and of itself.
Indeed. It appears our defendant has fallen to become the basest sort of criminal.
Objection!
I
It's
reckon-
true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. Yet it was only that. A game, in the purest sense. A competition, Your Honor.
Competition?
Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome.
Okay, poet.
Come again.
Cards on the table had blue backs, Your Honor.
Blue deck.
I believe the defense was waxing poetic in attempt to mystify those present and impress women.
Oh my god!
Worked.
Holy shit. Everybody was impressed.
That will be our first order of business here, then. To find out more about this fatal game of cards.
E.
Top right part of the screen just says.
Very well, defendant. You will testify to the court about the poker competition held on the night of the crime.
My pleasure.
This is it. My first trial. Here goes nothing.
Witness testimony.
A witness testimony.
I need that hat, man. All right.
You need that.
I'm a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. My real job is to take on interested customers over at the poker table. The room where we play and the competition in there are the club's main attractions. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. That's all it is, a game. And our customers are happy.
2 decks.
A pianist who can't play piano.
Better than a defense attorney who can't defend.
Hey!
Ow, no blow. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Right, Your Honor. First cross-examination. Don't blow
Ooh,
it.
wait, this goes kind of hard.
Yo, best thing.
Yeah.
Music's sick.
He's great.
Yeah. AJ has the best music guys.
Are you alright? You're sweating bullets.
Bullets? Where?
It's a figure of speech, Justice. Your voice sounds strained and raspy, too.
No, it doesn't. my brain feels strained and raspy, sir.
Damn.
You've watched me perform cross-examinations many times. Though, you've never done one yourself, have you? Care for a refresher?
Should I ask Mr. Gavin for a refresher course in cross-examining?
What do we think, chat? Do we want a
Do we
refresher?
need a crash course or?
As a reminder,
Remind
I've
you?
never played this game.
Should
Wait.
It might be exactly the same. It might be totally different. I don't know.
We
Nah, we're goated.
Could mean more dialogue.
Nah, we'd win. Nah, we'd win.
we just win.
Could mean more dialogue. I like that. Go in. Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball. Do it, go.
Fuck it, we ball.
Oh my god.
More voice acting. I'm down. I'm down for that.
You're right. You're right.
Better safe than sorry, especially this early in the game. Get it? Yes, teach me. I know nothing.
Indeed. Your job, Justice, is to be mindful of the court record and the testimony. Look for inconsistencies in the testimony with what the court record tells you. When you've found an inconsistency, that's when you present the conflicting evidence from the court record with E.
I didn't hear anything strange at all in the testimony just now.
That's because you don't know how to listen to things properly. It's a sign that you need to press the witness with Q for more information.
Press him?
Don't let the fact that he's a remarkable man hold you back.
That's right.
Get more information.
He's so beautiful.
Yes, sir.
But
So remarkable,
isn't
eh?
Mr. Wright my client?
He's just
Well,
looking off in the
Then you can
distance.
do it?
They even give him the
Yes, thank you, sir.
Not like look into the distance.
It's true.
He's just like, I wonder
I
what
think I
time
can
is.
do it.
I think you'd better. We're going to have a problem. Just remember, find any inconsistencies, any lies in the testimony, and reveal them to the court. That is cross-examination. Learn it. Know it. Do it.
Wow. Inconsistencies, lies. Phoenix Wright. As if Phoenix Wright would never lie. And it's up to me to prove it.
The defense may begin the cross-examination. Hurry the fuck up!
First promise
Ooh,
examination.
look at that.
Let's do it.
Ooh, I like it. The UI is kind of cute.
We have 5 chances of screwing up.
You can hardly play.
Oh, I play sometimes
I need
when
backup!
customers demand it. So I play them one song. That's usually all they want.
Is that supposed to be a post just now?
Yes. The title of pianist is a mask. A respectable face I wear for the world at large. I'm so mysterious, holy.
It's fucking
That
Batman.
persona.
Ahem.
Then why are you really at the Borscht Bowl Club?
Borscht.
I like saying that.
They
Borscht.
pay you just to play Balatro? Poker? Whatever?
That would seem to be the case. I am a professional after all. Check out my streams.
Do I detect pride in that statement? It's just hard for an honest, hard-working member of society like me to imagine.
Yes. Your imagination was always a bit limited, Winston. Oh, first name. I've played Balatro for 7 years in that little room. Little stream room. And I've never lost once.
What?
You see why the customers come now? Defeat the undefeated poker champion. It's quite a draw. Pun, sorry. That is, I'm quite. Damn!
Hey, shit.
Shit!
More like your patch.
Wait, you've never lost once? Not even one time?
As I said, I'm a professional.
Played poker for 7 years and not lost once?
Exclamation point
It's a
coaching.
load of bullshit. Is that even possible?
I'm dropping the metaphor, bro. Fuck that.
The room in the crime scene photo is an attraction.
It has quite a history, actually. The Borscht Bowl Club used to be a gathering spot for black market types back in the day.
Black market?
All in the past. Things like the black market are only on the silver screen nowadays. Suffice it to say that there were a lot of deals being made under the table. Right there in that room.
A smoky room? Gambling hoods? You know, just looking at this picture makes me feel bad.
The bosses gather around the table, cutting deals, safe from the eyes of the law. Meanwhile, a goon keeps watch throughout the small window. Goon meant something else back in the day, chat, in 2007, for the record.
A million.
You got it,
What,
boss.
there's a new meeting now?
Yeah, don't look it up. I can
don't
practically
look it up.
picture it now.
That window. Does it look like it'd be good for keeping the lookout? Don't look good.
The room had a few other tricks to it, though it was common knowledge to our regulars. At any rate, they come to play poker in a room steeped in history. Despite the dark past, it was all just good, clean fun.
Hold it.
Yeah.
2 decks of cards?
A simple measure to prevent cheating, of course. If you alternate 2 decks, no one can slip in cards.
There's something else I noticed. In addition to the cards on the table, there are some lying scattered on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Precisely. Cards on the table, cards upon the floor. Each one forming a complete deck. A crime scene painted blue by a sad sweep of cards. It's poetic, really.
Incidentally, we used 2 types of cards at the club. One deck of cards was red, the other was blue.
As I recall, in poker you make 5-card hands.
This is actually a Balatro tutorial, that's crazy.
I can see how it would be easy to cheat. You just need to slip in a joker or 2.
A jonker. A card, a game of hands.
In the stands, Mr. J.
This competition you're talking about, I believe the court understands the nature of the game sufficiently.
That's right. I understand. It was a simple game, after all.
Are you sure?
No!
Sorry.
Judge
really-
figuring out something first?
Are you sure?
Are you sure? People are not murdered over simple games, Mr. Justice. Defendant, you were in the room the very moment that the crime occurred. yet you claim no connection to the crime.
Now that's strange.
What's strange? Fuck you!
I was testifying about the competition that night. Asking me about the crime at this point is against the rules, Your Honor. Of course, I expected to hear a cry of objection from the defense.
Ah! God damn it, I completely let that one slip by.
I told you he doesn't listen properly. Don't despair yet, Justice.
Sir?
Right. There's something I'd like made clear. Namely, your connection to the case at hand. And I'd like to hear it from you.
Sure, why not?
Very well. The defendant will amend his testimony.
Just one little
I need
piece.
backup!
I've got myself a whole new testimony.
I plead silence regarding the murder, but I will say I never touched the murder weapon.
Go ahead.
Silence.
The defendant has the right to refuse to testify. I haven't forgotten everything about the law.
Why? That clearly puts you at a disadvantage.
And it's your job to turn that around in our favor, yes? Figure it out, buddy.
Great. I didn't have enough to do already.
Justice, didn't you detect anything odd about that testimony?
Huh? Wait, something you said did ring a little strangely. Just one thing. And what was it?
When you figure it out, I'd suggest presenting evidence. Evidence that contradicts the testimony.
Contradiction in Mr. Wright's testimony, but why? I better check the court record. I can't imagine Mr. Wright lying in a testimony.
It's a little early to be jumping to conclusions. This is your first cross-examination. Take it slow. If you need more information, don't forget to press.
Right, I got it. I've been pressing. I'm fine. I'm gonna listen to that testimony again.
Yes, because you haven't been listening properly like I've told you.
I'm being bullied.
Alright, so something on the last...
Let's check. You can autoplay? What is that? Does that like skip me to the next part?
It will literally present evidence for you.
Yeah,
What?
we'll play the game for you.
Can I turn that off?
What?
Yeah, that's
boring.
play mode.
It's already off. Just
Oh, the button's
pretty
there.
sure
I just
Yeah, the
wanted-
button's there. You just don't press the...
I want the button to be gone.
I need the button. You know what? I'm gonna configure the button to leave.
Oh, actually, no, sorry. Sorry. No, autoplay auto does text. The story mode that's already off is the one that plays it for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because in like the consultation menu or something, they showed story mode, which is off.
Okay, cool. Need
Yeah,
to
but it's
know.
boring.
All right. Well, let's see if we can. Okay.
Let's see here.
Let's see
My
here.
patch.
Single blow to the forehead. Grape juice. It oh, I'm a liar.
There's
Hey, wait a minute.
I'm a liar.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
Just a little white lie, you know.
Go on.
tiny detail.
So you say you didn't touch the murder weapon. This grape juice bottle? Right?
So I said.
Something the matter, Mr. Justice?
Oh, the hair? Damn.
Too bad our
Jesus.
new defense attorney never learned how to play dumb.
What's this, Mr. Payne?
I examined the bottle in question, you see, and it was covered with the defendant's fingerprints.
Rubber, 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 rubber.
Rubber, 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 rubber.
Oh,
All
God.
right. I'm going to need it. Ah, shit.
It
Damn
skips for me. Sorry, brother. Hit it.
Alright,
You
I'll
can
do
still hit it.
All right.
We do have
Yeah.
history.
One volume warning right now. You ready?
Yep.
Objection! Ow, God, my ears!
No need to shout and break everybody's eardrums, Mr. Justice. I can hear you just fine.
Ow,
Excess
my
yelling
ears!
can damage the judge's ears. And our case. Just use a voice spout like everyone else.
True.
Anyway, what's so strange about fingerprints on a bottle in a restaurant?
Well, that's the prints now.
Oh, they wouldn't prove a thing if they were normal fingerprints.
Huh?
Huh?
But the fingerprints on the murder weapon were upside down.
Upside down? What does that mean?
Means he was holding the bottle inverted, upside down. Seriously. And there can be only one reason for that.
Please explain. I don't understand.
Yes! To bring someone with the
Brain
bottle.
someone is so funny.
Right? Rubber.
Mr. Gavin, I think this took a turn for the worst.
Oh? I see no problem, Justice.
Huh?
What?
The only thing that matters is the truth. There's a good reason for everything. You'll see.
Defendant, can you explain your fingerprints on the bottle of this water?
I stand by my plea of silence regarding the murder. For now.
He's pleaded the fifth for now.
Not very cooperative, are you?
Nah.
This could hurt your case.
I'm sure he's uncooperative because he's hiding something. There
You
must
know
be
you
some
shouldn't be
reason.
committing the death penalty, right?
What?
Your Honor, you seem to have forgotten something.
And what might that be, Mr. Gavin?
On the night of the crime, who was it who reported the murder to the police?
Reported.
Well, that was the defendant, Mr. Wright. But still, that...
Really?
Does no one
Yes.
listen but me?
According to the case file, the murder was reported from near the scene by a call from the defendant's cell phone. I mean, obviously, Winston
Near the scene.
Let's take a look at a diagram of the murder scene, shall we?
Ooh, okay.
The
Little beat.
victim was murdered in a small room in a basement 2 floors down from ground level. Of course, cell phones can't get reception so far down. The defendant used the stairs in this hallway to go above ground. The call came from the first floor of the restaurant.
I see. And this is the phone that made that call.
I'm a little broke.
It's a Nokia.
He still has that?
Are you sure this isn't the murder weapon? It's a Nokia.
True.
Mr.
Your,
Wright's cell phone is added.
It's
to
even been
court records.
up-res.
Your Honor, being a penis doesn't give me a lot of money.
The defendant could have just fled the scene of the crime if he so chose. Yet he fulfilled his duty as a citizen and reported to the authorities. And you claim he is being uncooperative?
Yes.
Nice save, Mr. Gavin. You better not waste this.
I think the prosecution has toyed with our client enough for the time being.
Toyed? I assure you, no one is more serious about...
No one's serious with that hairstyle. The defendant was in the room the very moment the crime occurred. How can you possibly know this?
That's a good question. How indeed?
The answer is simple, Your Honor. The prosecution has a decisive witness.
You're as good as you say they are.
Someone else is in the room the night of the crime.
That's fine.
That must mean they witnessed the crime.
Everything up till now has just been a warm-up, Justice. Are you ready?
A little.
Very well. The prosecution may call its first witness to the stand.
Justice, drink some water.
Okay.
Do you need help? Oh my god!
Amazing.
The witness will state her name and profession.
Hold on just a moment. Where's the witness? I can't even see her.
I surmise that she has been frightened by the defense's demonic-looking horns.
Hey! So I use a little hair gel. Relax, people.
Have no fear. If any horns point in your direction, this court will cut them off with a chainsaw.
Okay, I see how it is.
Holy.
You are sure?
I swear it on my gavel. Please come out.
Isn't violence against hair a crime, Your Honor?
Well, if you are sure it is okay.
I'm a judge. I can violent whoever I want. I am now the prosecution.
Oh shit.
Wait just a minute. Would the prosecution care to explain the witnesses' paraphernalia?
Yes. She is a professional, Your Honor. Those are merely the tools of her trade.
And that would be?
My name is Ogla, really. I am employed as waitress in Bushkird Ball Club restaurant. I can't see, they give me weird names.
Then why the camera?
Of course, it is my pride to serve Bushkird to this name that is named the restaurant. But I perform, how we say, other service.
Oh my god, don't take it about that.
No, not that
I take
way,
it
Your
one
Honor.
of these other services is taking the customer's picture.
Da. Like, for example, this.
He's about to dap me up. Wait, this shot is sick. That's
Yo, are they
sick.
at Ross right now?
Wait, I gotta take a screenshot real quick. It's kind of.
Look at this. Look, dabbing.
Is there snow inside the place?
Yeah, that's snow.
Da.
Yeah, that's
Russia,
no.
remember?
I forgot about that.
Put it in the group chat.
The Matroskas in the back.
Amazing.
That's the defendant!
Indeed, on the night of the murder.
Man in a white hat is one who go boom.
Indeed. That is the victim. He did explode.
Robber.
Rubber.
Order! Stop all the rambling. This is quite
Damn.
a piece of evidence to casually drop into our laps.
It is same way as I drop quarter balls on laps of customers, casually.
Then the court will casually accept this.
Holy casuals.
You gonna
Don't
take
we
it
have-
competitively now too?
Nope.
Don't we have the tag of try hard in the corner?
Now, witness, where were you at the time of the murder?
I was in the room, the hideout, we call it.
Excuse me? The hideout?
It is room where a famous gangster bad guy was arrested.
I wonder how you get out.
It's so good.
It's room where a murder took place.
What?
Click. Your look of utter surprise. Lovely.
Better delete that.
I will add it to my cringe compilation. Thank you.
God damn it!
The photos will be numbered, and you will write which ones you want a copy of.
I want none of them. So there were 3 people in the room at the time of the crime. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and Olga Orley, our witness. If Mr. Wright isn't the killer, that means...
Very well. Witness, you will testify to the court about that night's event.
This accent's really hard on me. Here I go.
Casual witness
You got it.
testimony.
That night, customer asked me to deal cards for game. It was cold. Both players played with hats on. Da. The victim, he play whole time with his hand on locket on around his neck. Then last hand done, but something terrible had happened. Da. That man flew at victim and was strangling him.
Incidentally, who won the game?
The real fucking questions being asked.
I want to know. I think I'm asking the questions that everybody wants to hear.
We have to know how much Elo they gained. Isn't it obvious? The winner was the victim, Mr. Smith.
Nah, I don't think so. Shut up. That's ridiculous. Because Mr. Wright can't lose. That's what he said. He said it.
Justice, maybe you can come up with a more legitimate objection.
Shut up. He hadn't lost in 7 years. That's what he said.
Take it from me, kid. It happens. I didn't lose a case in my first 7 years as a prosecutor either.
I highly doubt that.
Incidentally, I have some evidence here. These are the poker chips as they lay the very moment of the crime. The hand and chips on this side belong to the defendant, Mr. Wright. Those on the far side belong to the victim, Mr. Smith.
Chips, you say?
I mean, yes. Imagine that poker is war.
Because it is.
What?
Your hand is your army, and the chips are the spoils.
I know that. After all, in my youth, I was known as the Balatro King of courtroom number 3.
Ooh, thank you, Blade, for the 40 years in a row for the Balatro King. Thank you.
I think he
Blade-tastic
means
just
poker
resubbed
face.
for 40 months. Can't
Oh
wait
my God,
for
Gaga?
Fabulous.
Looking at this picture, it does seem that most of the chips are on the victim's side of the table.
Chip photos added to the court records.
Very well. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
No hurt,
Alright.
please.
I'm not going to yell again, alright? Calm down.
He just did it.
Not what I meant. You're dealing cards. Do you do this often?
Duh, I am doing this. If customer wishes it, I serve anything. Pushka, cards, more pushka. Click. It is my work.
It is good to hear of a place that hasn't forgotten the meaning of service.
Real.
Welcome you to Pushka Ball Club, where Pushka is warm as the waitresses.
Thank you for not handing out flyers during the cross-examination.
Must work.
Sick plug. Oh shit. Hood.
Oh, whoopsie daisy.
Okay, here.
Yeah!
Not
Stop
yelling you.
that!
It's already April. How could it be cold? It's actually June into July.
At Pushka Ball Club, we have pride in authentic rustic Russia
That's a
restaurant
tough
theme.
one.
Oh,
Onomatopoeia is a bitch.
they give me a lot of things to say.
True.
Outside, the city is in spring, but inside, it is always as cold as Mother Russia.
No way am I going there.
When it comes to hot pushkar, cold is best seasoning, duh?
Sure.
Stop that!
I'm not. His locket.
I believe it was good luck charm, duh? He gripped it many times as he played that night.
Yes, he must have felt as though it might carry him to the moon and the stars in the sky. Though if it was small enough to fit around his neck, it wouldn't have much lift.
The defense would like a clarification. This is a locket we're talking about, right? I mean, a pendant with a picture in it, right? Not a rocket.
Of course, I knew that. It was probably a pendant shaped like a rocket. That's why she called it that.
No, a locket's a locket. It doesn't matter what shape it.
It's considered bad form to poke fun at the hard of hearing in our society.
Don't get to me. Heart of hearing or heart of understanding?
So, what happened next?
I'm getting to that.
Hold it. This time I actually did do it. Something terrible?
Eek!
The defense will refrain from needless shouting.
I didn't even shout that time. I need to seriously reconsider this vocal training thing.
Now, Miss Soul, really? Can you tell us what happened?
Oh, I was frightened. Duh, I trembled with fear.
At me or at the victim?
Oh.
Like that. Slam. But the defendant would never do such a thing!
Stop that!
Well, now, I can't say I've ever heard the defense try this tactic.
If possible, please refrain from embarrassing me.
No!
Still, why anyone would do something like this over a game of poker?
Perhaps it was because defendant had lost game?
Yes! A crushing defeat for a man undefeated!
Really
So it
excited.
always is with men like him. Winners make sore losers. Oh, how the mighty fall.
Go ahead. I believe you know what it is you need to do. You were
Right,
listening,
sir.
right?
Leave it to me. There were only 3 people in the room at the time of the murder. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright. And if Mr. Wright isn't the killer, I've got you now, Orly.
All right.
Got what? I don't have anything.
What?
Except for this hot bush gutter on
So
plate.
we just need to find...
Cool. There's a little history button. That's neat.
Yeah.
Neato.
How do I?
Welcome to the future, Hat.
Where's the court record?
The present button brings
Oh,
up
it's
everything.
both.
Also
Oh,
here.
it's together.
E for
Oh.
evidence.
It's together. That's cool.
And then R for
Is it time?
present.
No, it's not right. It's not time.
My badge!
Not time for this. Look at this basement.
That man is
Look at
out
this.
like a light.
Here's the hand.
Just me
He's just napping, it's fine.
You didn't have Mr. Bones for that bad hand.
Oh, Mr. Bones. Wait, I can.
Oh my god.
What?
Yep.
Yo, it's got a
Hey, what is
3D
that?
model. This is the best game ever made.
What
Yo,
the-
what
What is this? Space.
What is that?
Whoa, the battery's being held in with a piece of tape? You should just buy a new one. Maybe you can't afford it, or just doesn't care.
All of the above.
He needs to work. He needs the brick.
Cheese on brink.
Surely you can get one off of defense attorney money, right?
Nope. I'm a pianist. What are these prices?
He's a music man.
What are these prices?
That's $3.50?
That might be in ruble. That might be in ruble.
Yeah,
okay.
it's not
Russian
dollars.
dollar. Stop
Damn, I got the
making fun
slides, bro. I'm in the hood. That's crazy. That's crazy.
He got the grippers
The
out.
grippers are out.
I did not expect that we were going to see his toes.
The Tootsies.
Tootsies, man.
The footsies.
Okay. Gives
No,
cold
are
before
these
this.
feet on the feet wiki? That's the question.
True. Victim played
So what do?
terrible. Last hand is done. Strength. Okay, well this is just not right because
That's just incorrect. Absolutely.
the autopsy said otherwise. All right, let's do it.
Hey, he don't
The
miss.
bump of his head says
I
otherwise.
said it correctly this time. Oh, really? Strangled, you say? That's odd.
The normal customers only choke on bruschka.
You know what I mean? No, I mean this report shows that the victim died of a blow to the head. Slam. Miss Orley, really now? Did you witness the crime?
Damn!
Damn!
She's Spider-Man in this bitch.
Good at her job.
Incredible recovery. Also, hey everyone.
What up?
Hello.
Looking at the picture, it doesn't seem like he was hit. He's still wearing his hat and everything.
Yet, it is a fact that he was hit, Your Honor.
Oof.
Ooh.
Oh.
Here's a photo we took of the victim with his hat off during the investigation.
Well, that's quite shocking, isn't it? You cracked his head wide open. His head certainly was hit.
Crime photo 2 added.
I can see his brains.
Got brains.
Your Honor, stop! But I have seen it happen. The defendant, he lunged at victim, his neck.
Oh, really, Miss Orley? I think I've caught you in your own lie this time.
Justice, I admire your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should think this through once more.
Oh, what do you mean? I found a contradiction.
There's one thing in her testimony that troubles me.
Very well. It seems we should continue the cross-examination.
There's such a thing as thinking too much. This horse is dead. Let's stop beating it.
There's such a thing as thinking aloud too much, too.
Shut up.
Really.
I'm your
They're
boss,
actually
don't
just
talk to me
mumbling.
like that.
Okay, so do we have a new thing?
Defendant trying to strangle him.
No,
He hit him
it's
with
called
bottle.
the-
That is new. That is
That
new.
is new. Read that.
After
that
defendant
is-
tried to strangle victim, he hit him with bottle. Smack!
Nah. You didn't say anything about hitting before.
I'm so sorry. I must have forgotten.
Witness, you will take greater care with your testimony, or you will be stopped.
I'm so sorry, Your
What?
Honor.
No one heard that?
What?
Him. Oh god, he's dead.
I think prosecution. Prosecution.
Muted, damn it. And that clears up the discrepancy with the autopsy report, I believe. The defendant meant to strangle his victim, then changed his mind and chose a simpler, blunter means to do the job. Yes, that sums it up quite nicely.
So we strangled him, then hit him. Something's fishy about all this.
Go ahead. I believe you know what it is you need to do.
Right, sir. Leave it to me. There were only 3 people in the room at the time of the murder. I think this is
Repeat
dialogue.
text.
It is a repeat.
All right. Okay.
I think we show
What
what
was
is
the-
it the
What was that picture again?
Let's go look at the
Did we
thingy.
get a new picture again?
Yeah, we
did
got a
the
new photo.
second crime photo. Yeah, there would be what is it? Any sort of marks on the neck, no?
Yeah, that.
That too. Strangulation marks.
Yeah,
There
there
might
are
be-
no
it might be that,
strangulation
but-
marks whatsoever.
What were you
That
thinking
is-
there?
Well,
You don't have to be an accident when you're, helping.
well, my suspicions is in the third statement, to be honest.
Place full time of this.
You gotta keep
That is true.
Wait, kind of cooking
That
with
is
that.
actually fair.
Where's the locket? It's not there.
He
That's
plays
true.
the whole time,
I
right?
got that. You
Oh, that would
could.
be in the.
It's not. It
No,
might be
it's
here.
It's not there.
I'm seeing if it's here. I'm seeing if it's here. It's definitely here.
Yeah, it's right there.
But it's not
definitely
here.
there, and now it's
not
not
there.
there.
Oh.
Good
wait.
catch. Good catch.
I'm down to present that. Let's do it.
Try it.
Let's do it.
We'll try it.
Oh, wait.
Hey.
Good shit.
You know, there was one curious part in her testimony, just like Mr. Gavin said. But what does it mean?
Mr. Justice, would you care to explain what it is that you're thinking so intensely about? You're going to push your finger through your forehead.
Okay. Recall the testimony, Your Honor. The victim played with his hand on his locket at his neck, I believe she said.
I hope you aren't about to raise an objection to the witness's grammar.
Racist.
No, but look at this photograph. Where is it? Where'd it go? Do you see a locket on the victim's neck?
Well done, Justice. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I totally did that.
I knew you'd be able to handle this. Totally.
What does it mean?
If we are to believe this witness's testimony as is, then the locket disappeared following the victim's death.
Lockets don't just disappear, Your Honor.
It's quite simple when you think about it. If the locket is gone, someone must have taken it off, no?
Taking it off? Wait, you don't mean...
The defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all. He was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it?
Mmm.
Ah!
Rubber.
Defendant, what do you have to say to this?
That. When was that there?
Yes.
I just noticed this, but you have something hanging around your neck, don't you?
Oh, you know, Gucci, Machiavelli. Oh, you mean this? Yes, it's a locket with a photograph inside. A photo of my daughter.
Huh?
He fucked?
Mr. Wright, you fucked?
We confirmed it at the time of the arrest. The picture in the locket is indeed Mr. Wright's daughter.
So Mr. Wright has a locket, too. Why don't I buy this? It's just a coincidence.
Oh no.
Well, now, if the result of this poker game led to the murder, then perhaps we should hear a bit more about the outcome of the game.
Further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clear the defendant lost. Badly.
Miss Orley, you will testify to the court about the game played between the victim and the defendant.
Second testimony.
I always wonder why I always read her name as O'Reilly, like her.
It is O'Reilly.
Well, it's Orly just because that was the original internet thing at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orly?
Wait, is it O'Reilly or is it Orly?
It's O'Reilly.
Okay, because like I've always read it as O'Reilly. I never knew actually.
You can read whatever you want.
Begin with 3,500 points.
I need
Chips
photos.
for each
Photos
man.
of Spider-Man.
House chips come in two sizes, small and large.
I have a large.
The one who was winning, it was the victim. For last hand, defendant play with all chips on table and lose. The moment loss was decided, defendant grab bottle and from table and.
Indeed. Looking at this picture, it does seem to be a one-sided game.
As the court knows, poker was the defendant's life. Failure must have been a bitter pill to swallow.
Ah, how many times have I heard these words? I done it in a fit of anger, Your Honor. I commentate, but true. Just skipped my line. I can't read that fast.
I didn't skip.
I don't have any glasses.
Methinks the judge watches. Methinks the judge watches too many old court movies. Mr. Wright said he hasn't lost in 7 years, so his testimony must be wrong.
I love my cousin.
But what's the actual?
What?
It's a good movie.
All right.
Game begin with. Oh,
You already read that.
Hold
Yeah,
it.
read it again.
Ah. Are those the usual starting points? Were any special rules used?
No
No,
junkers.
no special. Usual game. Usual rules.
If each man began with 3,500 points, then the total would be...
$1 billion.
Exactly 7,000.
Damn, he did that.
I'm good at math, yes.
Yeah,
But
sure.
this isn't calculus. It's
Your
not
Honor,
even
he
long
count.
division.
I'm so proud he can count.
He did it.
These people don't know their maths.
Alright.
Oh,
But
that's hard.
Are the chips in this photo all the chips that were used?
yes, of course.
Hmm.
Something's fishy with these chips. Should I press her harder?
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, we should.
Yes, we
Fish
go.
and chips.
Always.
This is a good place.
This is good news.
Why she hiding? Maybe you can explain a bit about these chips?
Explain? What is there to be explained?
How much are they worth?
I think the prosecutor is muted again.
Poker chips are poker chips. Damn it. They're not fish and chips. Not a chip off the old block. Not a.
I didn't skip, I promise. This game just skips.
Motorcycle cop.
Thanks. Now that I pressed her, I'd better ask something. What are these chips worth? Are they in dollars or rubles even?
Yet, as I've been saying before, it was game, not gambling. Hard perhaps for capitalists to understand.
What?
Two types of chips, 100-point chip and 1,000-point chip. Is not money. Ah,
Justice,
Sir?
don't you find her comment interesting?
Calling me a capitalist? Yeah, in more ways than one, sir.
I'd have it added to her testimony myself.
Well, does the defendant want to add
okay.
Yes, I do believe
God.
blah 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 deserves further scrutiny. Add it to the testimony. I wish I knew where I was going with this.
Maybe you,
Very
this is what
well.
you would.
Witness, if you would be so kind.
Your Honor.
Gosh, are you having a stroke?
What
I
kind
feel
of
sad for
Don't
you.
mind me.
what kind of chip is worth 100 points? Other kind is
Wealthy
worth
judge had a
1,000
heart
points.
attack
Two kinds is
mid-trial.
all.
Picture at all?
Okay.
There you go.
Mr. Gavin said this testimony is important. To be honest, I have no idea why.
Mr. Justice, do the court a favor and think of what you say before raising your hand. We're not in kindergarten, fuckboy.
Hey, that,
What?
Jesus, alright, I'm sorry. I better think of something to ask. Quick. The two types of chips.
Duh?
Small ones are 100 and the big ones are 1,000. Right? Right, of course.
Don't waste our time.
I'm just making sure, man.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Nope.
Great, Mr. Gavin made me stop her, and now I'm the one who looks dumb.
Oh, Justice, please try not to embarrass me like that.
You're
Again.
embarrassing me!
There's a clear contradiction in the information you have in your hands.
What?
It's a simple matter of
I think there
calculation.
is.
Go
Can
on,
we go?
try it.
Can we look at the picture with all the chips?
We're not in kindergarten after all. And we're not playing Balacha either. You have to do the math yourself.
Fuck.
God,
Aw.
fine. Alright, yeah, go back to that second testimony. Let's just double check.
Sure.
The chip
Maybe you
count.
should add up all the tips that are present.
Actually, what? the
Way
fuck?
more than 7K.
There's way more than 7,000 there. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think
Something
that's
wrong
good.
here.
Hey, bud.
Which statement, though?
Play with all chips on
Uh,
table and lose?
No, that's not it. Probably pure.
Was it?
Yeah, there you go.
Some kind
It
of
might be
chip.
this
other-
one, yeah.
No, this is literally it.
That
Yeah,
one.
that one.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
There ain't no fucking way.
The
But
math is
that's
not
just out of the
mathing,
game.
chat.
Defendant
Okay.
victims chips on crime.
Math
took
is not
place.
mathing.
Ah. Oh, we're good. You sure it was the victim who won?
Ugh.
Absolutely sure? Like, 100%?
Yeah.
I'll get a translator.
It seems our new attorney is a bit confused. A glance at the picture is enough to tell you who won, if you're not in
Oh,
kindergarten.
it's because the littler chips are the 1,000 ones.
Just for righteous sake, could you explain the problem to the court?
Of course, Your Honor. In this photo, I see small chips and I see large chips. Tell me, which were worth 1,000 points?
But the big ones, duh!
Oh, I thought so too. But then the totals don't add up.
Totals?
Mm-hmm. Let's review what the witness told us. Each man started with 3,500 points in chips, and the combined total value of the chips was 7,000 points.
Yes, if my calculations are correct. Let's see. 3 plus 1, carry the 5.
We're not doing long multiplication, Your Honor. Now, look at this photo that allegedly shows all the chips. Whoosh. If the big chips are worth 1,000 points and the small chips are worth 100, and you add them up...
3 plus 1, carry the 5.
Look yourself, you're in kindergarten. 10,600 points. The chips don't add up. This clearly contradicts the witness's testimony.
Banger alert.
Yeah.
Stop the rambling right now.
Who would use the chips like that? That makes no sense!
Exactly, Justice. Now that you know the what, now you must determine the why.
Right. There's only one possible way to explain this contradiction.
The starting points were wrong. The chip count was wrong. Both are right.
I think the starting point was right.
I'm pretty sure both are correct. The
Yeah.
starting points are correct and the chips count is correct. It's just that it's backwards. The small ones, I think, are the 1,000 ones. I think if you make the small ones,
Yeah,
1,000,
exactly.
the big ones 100, they all add up.
That's right.
Yeah, you can always double check the court records and count. Oh, never mind.
I already, as soon as she said that, I figured it out. Yeah.
Oddball. Each man began the game with 3,500 points. While the chips are indeed shown in this photograph, there can be only one answer.
Well, what is it? I'm dumb as fuck.
The value of the chips was the other way around.
What?
Want to know what I think? The small chips were worth 1,000 points, not the big ones.
Madness! Utter madness!
Show me that photograph of the chips again. There are 6 small chips and 10 large chips. Oh my god, that makes 7,000. That's crazy.
I have the feeling that these guys are the ones that were ordering the fourth quarter pounder instead of the third pounder because they thought it was bigger.
You know they're
That
cutting.
is
You know they're
thing that
cutting
actually
funding to
happened.
PBS. By the way, this
That
is.
is a thing that happened.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, it's a real
Yeah, it
thing.
is.
It's the reason
It
why
was a real
I
thing
was
that
Burger
happened.
King.
They started selling third pounders, and then they didn't sell because people thought that they were smaller than the quarter pounders.
Excellent work,
Holy!
Justice. Yeah, people know. It's almost as though you figured it out by yourself.
Yep, totally did. Well, I'm just glad I was the one.
Oh,
What do you want now?
Wait! The value of the chips may be different, but that changes nothing!
Indeed. The victim did have the larger number of chips still.
Oh my god.
Not a larger value.
wait a minute.
Exactly. I'm so glad you can count. The small chips are worth 1,000 points and the large chips are 100. Let's do a little math. Add up the points for each side of the table. Come on, you can do it.
Alright, 3 plus 1, carry the 5.
The victim, Mr. Smith, had 2,900 points and Mr. Wright had 4,100 points. I'm so smart!
well now.
It's true.
Somebody
It
gets a
seems that-
star.
It seems that Mr. Wright was winning that night after all.
Yes, sir.
That's impossible!
My client even had less reason to kill the victim. After all, he was winning.
We up.
Yeah.
Now, Miss Orley, you must have known the true value of the chips, since you were there at the scene of the crime. Weren't you?
Eek!
Nice instincts.
Nice.
We got those.
Clean with it. Clean with it. Clean with it.
License.
Order! Order! It appears our defendant has lost his motive. And Mr. Wright's supposed defeat never happened. We must now ask ourselves whether we can trust the...
Hold on!
Excuse me? What is it, Miss Orley?
I do not want to be saying this, but actually, you see,
See what, Miss O'Reilly?
at last hand, there was a cheat.
Uh-oh.
Cheat?
Cheated on me.
Don't mean a trick?
Wait, what do you mean? A scam!
They're all the same thing!
A farce.
Yes, there was cheat at last hand.
A bamboozling.
That's why
A
game ends
fraud.
with chips as they are.
A tomfoolery.
Just great. First we have lying and cheating. What am I in a relationship?
Well, this case has definitely take a turn. Pretty interesting.
Witness, will you please testify to the court once again? Tell us about this cheating in the final hand.
Oh, this exit hurts.
Oh no.
This relationship of yours.
Last hand, both men had full house.
Blotcho.
It is not Blotcho, Your Honor.
Oh.
There are four of each card in deck, from ace to king. If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious. Next moment, game becomes argument. The defendant's trick was exposed. He took bottle from his hand. Poor Mr. Smith.
Will Smith? No.
That's a load of shit. Miss Orley, why'd you not tell us the court about this from the very beginning? Thought I smelled a cover up here. Well, folks, it's time to throw back the covers.
A full house is a very high scoring hand. Not easy to make in my experience.
That alone is enough to suspect less than scrupulous tactics.
Mr. Gavin, what's a full house?
Oh.
Are you
my.
serious, Mr. Justice? Have you not played Balatro?
No
I'm
Balatro.
not good at it. I only go for flushes.
Lawyers these
playing with
days, you
bears.
don't know your poker?
I've never gambled.
I can't say this bodes well for your case or career that you don't know how to play Balatro.
True.
What is this, some kind of secret court poker ring?
Justice, Balatro isn't gambling. You can play it.
It's true.
Anyway, look. You know the terms one pair, two pair, and three of a kind, yes?
Yeah, no problem. Two cards of the same number makes a pair, and three makes three of a kind.
Good. Now picture a hand with one pair and one three of a kind.
Like that.
That's a full house.
That doesn't sound very easy to make, does it?
Yeah, where until you see
You
a
can
royal
see
flush.
each player's hand in this photo.
Wow, they both have full houses.
Uh-oh, I see the problem.
We forget there's an easy way to make a full house.
I instantly
And
saw
go
that.
undefeated for 7 years.
I didn't see it.
You cheat.
Here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna cheat.
It's just an insane.
Well,
It was not actually
The defense
insane. but-
may cross-examine the witness. Perhaps take a closer look at that picture.
If he did cheat in the last hand, that still leaves one important question. Mr. Wright lost that hand. Who's ever heard of a professional con man losing when they cheat?
It's true.
All the time in Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, I did. actually.
Have you heard the late great Billy?
Damn.
Former
I'm gonna
video game
take a-
champion.
Polo would only buy Mercury
right,
cards
we're
in
gonna
Balatro.
That's how we get a cheat.
Oh no.
Let's look at this picture, y'all.
Let's
Look
see.
at
Let's
it.
double check it.
Yeah, no.
Looks correct. I don't see
No,
any
right,
cheat.
yeah.
Hold on.
Oh,
I
wait
see.
a minute. What's that over there? Is that a...
I don't know what this is.
That's a two.
That's
or
two of
three?
spades.
I think that's a two.
Looks like a 2, right? Yeah, okay. And then what's this?
The shape of the
Another heart.
Where's the
spacing.
cheat then?
I don't see the issue yet. I'm a little dumb.
I didn't see it.
Let's-
I figured
Well,
I'd
well,
thought it was
Yeah,
twice.
maybe I'm dumb.
The issue that I noticed is that her testimony said that they were playing with a single deck with 4 representatives, but there's 2 decks.
Yeah, so you can have more than that. Yeah, so there's a chance
Yeah.
to make a full house. It's a lot easier technically.
Well, it is. Well, they had different colored backs, so you probably would be playing with both decks at the same time.
Oh, interesting. You would. Sorry, you wouldn't play with both at the same time. Is what you're saying?
If you look at both men's hand, cheat is more obvious.
Oh, I haven't
I need
pressed any of
backup!
these though. I think. All right, let's go.
Oh.
Indeed, you're not. No pressing has been done.
Yet.
Don't worry, no pressure.
Just how hard is it to make a full house anyway? Give me exact probabilities.
It's quite hard. It is making a pair and 3 of a kind at the same time.
Yeah, I just got taught that. I guess that's right.
Very difficult, to be sure. You can take my word as the Balatro King of courtroom number 3.
All
Not falling
hail.
for that. All hail.
Very difficult, but not impossible.
Okay, full house par. This line of questioning, a waste of time.
Finally, something I can agree on.
4 of each card, you say?
Da! There is 1 spade, 1 diamond, 1 heart, and 1 club for each card. It is interesting fact that this number 4 comes from the number of seasons.
I didn't know that.
Huh, you don't say.
Ah, and did you know that the cards are numbered 1 through 13? Add all the cards in a deck and you get 364 a year!
I did not know this.
You don't say. Isn't that 1 day short?
That's why each deck has 2 jokers. They say the second joker stands for the leap.
Wait, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Thus, you have a perfect representation of the year, all in a deck of cards.
Huh, you don't say. I'm gonna be in this courtroom for a year if it keeps going like this.
Random bug facts.
That's very cool, to be quite honest.
Whoa.
How is it clear? I'm blind, I can't see.
Well, the defendant, he played a 5th ace.
A 5th ace?
I still remember both hands very well.
That wasn't
Mr.
the
Smith-
hand.
Mr.
Yeah.
Smith's hand had 3 aces.
Yeah, that was not the hand. He had 3 kings and 2 aces.
And Mr. Wright's too.
Obviously, cheating was afoot. Perhaps should I say, a hand?
Kill this guy.
Your Honor, Your
Bailiff.
Honor, perhaps this can be added to the testimony without Mr. Payne's terrible joke.
Very well. The witness will add this detail to our testimony, please.
Now,
Mr.
there we
Smith's
go.
hands had 3
Now-
aces. Mr. Wright's too. It was 5 aces in all.
That is clearly contradicting with the,
I'm down for more dialogue, sure.
Why not? A 5th ace?
Duh! It should not exist, no? I still remember both hands very well.
This might be repeat.
Oh
This feels very
shit!
familiar.
Oh,
Duh,
wah, 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 wah.
This feels very familiar.
Well, where did this card come from then?
Perhaps we should be asking the defendant that very question. Adding cards to a deck is no less serious a taboo than forging evidence in a court of law.
Ah,
Now, perhaps it's time for you to say something, Justice.
you bet. I have no intention of staying quiet. Not me, no sir. I'm never quiet. Better find some
That is
contradicting evidence fast. Hold on, wait. Let me go in my bag of tricks real quick.
I mean, we could press these two. Why not?
He just pulls up a pipe bomb.
No. Do you recall what the men were arguing about?
Duh, I believe so. Victim, he shouts, "You are a cheater!" And then the defendant shouts something like, "I have objection."
Shouting objection, eh? Old habits are hard to break. First he bluffed his way through the courtroom, now he bluffs his way through the night.
Damn.
Ah! However, Mr. Wright lost the hand. That seems to cast a shadow of doubt on Mr. Smith.
Humiliation from losing, even when cheating. That is why what sets fire in defendant's heart.
So what did the flaming defendant do next? His
Stop,
flaming
drop, and roll,
penis.
duh.
Loaded question.
By bottle, are you referring to this?
Duh, the defendant used bottle to
What?
This behavior is an admission of cheating by the defendant.
But why use a grape juice bottle?
You'd be surprised at what can be used as a weapon.
This juice is recommended drink at Pushka Bowl Club. Duh. This year's vintage is remarkable for its hefty flavor.
Stop plugging.
Hefty enough
I
to
have
blame
to.
a grown man, apparently. First she says it was a serious competition. Now she says they were cheating.
Justice, notice anything odd? Her testimony keeps changing. Now she says the defendant cheated.
Actually, yes, I had noticed that.
Let's get the truth about this cheating first, shall we?
Right. Leave it to me.
Hooray! All right.
I don't think this is the court for this. I feel like we should be like a
there,
family court.
On statement.
So this one.
This one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought that was I'm dumb. Bam.
Hey.
I can't count.
You don't miss, chat.
It appears.
Don't worry, the rest
witness
of the
is
count can't cut
mistaken.
either.
Mistaken? But my name is.
Look, this piece of evidence clearly contradicts what you said in your testimony.
That's the photo of the chimps, is it not?
Justice, perhaps you ought to explain your point in a way that the judge can comprehend.
Rude.
In other words, use your finger to point out your point.
My brain is no working. Please find out on the
True.
Just point to like one of the aces. Or actually, the king of diamonds, I think.
Kind of thirsty, bro.
You think
Yummy. Grape juice.
Yeah,
Wait.
I'd just say point to the king of
Wait,
diamonds.
this hand was wrong, right? This is the wrong one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the hand that's wrong.
Yeah, it's the hand that said had a
E.
I'm gonna point here.
Doink.
Right. Wait, click. Oh, R to present.
Take that. Miss Orley, in your testimony, you made the following claim. Mr. Smith's hand had 3 aces. But as you can clearly see, the victim's hand only held 2 aces.
Well, maybe the defense was simply, maybe the witness was simply confused. Maybe I was confused. Perhaps it was the defendant's hand that held the 3rd ace in question.
Take another look at the evidence. As you can see, the defendant also had 2 aces in his hand. Where's his 5th ace? I see cheating all right, and it's going on right here in this courtroom.
Ooh, talk to him.
Yeah.
Rubble.
2 aces in each player's hand does make 4 aces in total.
Good job.
Hardly
Really?
proof of cheating.
Wait, please! It is true! Oh, I have seen it! 5th ace! There was cheating! I swear to you!
That's odd. She must be lying, and she's the most sincere I've seen her all day.
You're right to trust your instincts.
Mr. Gavin?
Who knows what lies in store for us in the trial ahead? Your Honor, if I may, I have a suggestion.
What might that be, Mr. Gavin?
If you don't mind, perhaps we might examine the actual cards.
The cards.
Mr. Payne,
Yes?
the players' hands that night were set aside as evidence, were they not? The defense would like to request that the cards be shown to the court.
Very well. The prosecution will submit the evidence. Which will you examine? The victim's cards or the defendant's cards?
These cards don't prove cheating was going on. Nothing will. Now, which of these hands is more suspicious?
Wasn't it the victim?
Either or works.
I mean, he does have the best possible, like,
he has
full house
the-
that you can possibly
Yeah,
get.
this-
Second,
this-
I mean,
Okay, no,
well,
but here's
that's
the thing,
probably-
though. Here's the thing, though. Like, why would
Technically
even
second
call out? Why
best,
would
yes.
the victim call him out for cheating if Wright was gonna lose anyways?
Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
which hand is being remembered incorrect?
Hold on, wait.
This
Which
one.
hand of the which
Yeah, check,
hand?
yeah, check the. Yeah, check the.
The
check
King of
history.
Diamonds was placed last. Because it's on
Are we
top
able
of
to check the
everything.
history or no?
Yeah, we can check history. Just
back.
you'd have to go back.
Yeah,
And then-
History.
yeah, history.
Okay, so we go up
Hold up.
here. Here we go. More. We guys are. We're the yappers. We're the yappers.
Well, it was the victim's
the-
hand is the one that had the changing ace in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were talking about.
Yeah, because that makes sense, because the King of Diamonds is on top of everything else.
I also just remember what Olga was saying with the picture there.
Mr. Smith's hand had
Take
3
that.
aces.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's 3. Yeah, so we have to check the victim's hand then.
Right.
Alright.
Because we she's assuming it had 3, so let's do that.
It was the victim's hand that changed over the course of the witness's testimony. The defense requests time to examine Mr. Smith's cards.
Hey, have you played Case 5 in the first?
Very
game?
well. Mr. Payne, if you would.
I'll answer in a second.
Very well.
Received evidence, victim's hand.
Wowie.
Ah!
Well, time's a wasting. Get to it, Justice.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm not even clicking. It's just doing it for me.
Examine!
When examining evidence, be sure to view it from all sides and angles. Try using up, left, down, and right to turn it every which way, and B and M to zoom in and out. That
Kristoph,
should
what
give
the
you a
fuck are
better
you saying?
perspective on the case.
Alright,
these
let's
cards.
do this.
A bit late to give the tutorial.
For big. We should be set to M for me.
Hey, wait a minute.
Huh? Bitch,
Huh?
just red cards and a bitch.
There's a
Hello?
You cheating
There's a blue.
motherfucker.
That is bad cheating. That is just
Bitch,
bad.
hello?
cheating.
That is so blatant.
Bro had a.
Bitch, hello?
All he had was a 2-pair. He's dog, bro. That's crazy.
He was like, oh,
He couldn't have
if
had
I
a
put
two-pair.
my Joker
What is
here.
wrong?
Oh, I
Why
see
are
the
you
problem.
blue?
They're
What?
using the red deck instead of the blue deck in Balatro.
It's fucking ass, man.
Your Honor, look at this. One of the victim's cards. The back is a different color.
Music.
He's colorblind, that's all.
But I put that card in right's hand. Ah!
Oh ho!
What was that, Miss Orley?
No, I nearly said no, I have ick.
Your Honor,
Mr. Gavin, yes?
tell me, what is the easiest way to cheat at poker?
To cheat?
I'll tell
Oh my
you.
god, it's Cher!
One merely needs a friend. A comrade, shall we say.
Comrade.
I heard it. I had the camera.
The
zoom.
dealer.
Shingoya has gifted
Wait,
a
so
sub
you
to
mean-
Shingoya.
This witness, Miss Orley.
She's the cheater. A professional, I'd wager.
Ooh.
We found the home record.
Order!
Focus, Justice. Time to take advantage of. I mean it for mistake.
I need resources during Balatro, bro.
Jesus.
Whoa!
Holy
It looks like you're done.
shit.
Time to frame this incriminatingly.
I can't. You can't accuse me without the police.
I'm gonna add him to here. I go.
Justice, what did I tell you about not thinking out loud?
Go for it.
Caught emoji chat. Caught
Mr.
emoji.
Wright,
I don't know if I can keep employing you at my office anymore.
For those wondering why I'm not main character voice acting,
Mr.
You just knew it.
Justice, we're going to have to kill you now.
I'm being framed.
caught emoji.
I gotta get out of here. I'm not.
Damn.
Mark's gonna have a fun day with that one. Your Honor, please recall the testimony we just heard.
That's impossible. But I put that card in right's hand.
Ergo, Miss Olga Orley conspired to cheat, not with my client, but with
Yeah!
the victim, Mr. Shady Smith.
Ooh.
There it is.
Not only did she cheat, she cheated poorly.
Damn.
Therefore, it's not hard to imagine an altercation between her and the victim.
What? Wait, you don't mean the defense isn't accusing the witness, Miss Olga Orley, are you?
Time for justice.
With a
There were
capital
3
J.
people in the room at the time of the incident. And if Mr. Wright isn't guilty, that means you're goddamn right I am. The defense accuses the witness, Miss Olga Orley, of murder.
Oh no!
Yo, the
Oh
plates.
wow! Damn.
There was a whole ass lobster.
So much control. Such control.
The discipline.
Mr. Payne, where is your witness, Miss Olga Orley?
It appears she is lost consciousness, Your Honor.
Mr. Justice?
Yeah, what's up, Your Honor?
It seems you presented a new possibility to the court. One suggesting a connection between the witness and the victim, Mr. Smith.
And that means?
This court cannot pronounce a verdict for the defendant at this time.
What?
I did it. I held out. Yes.
Held up for a hero.
I see no point in prolonging the trial this day. The prosecution will need to make further inquiries.
Oh my god!
Objection.
They're using his right. I forgot they're using his
Wright?
Destiny's thing here.
Can't end the trial here, Your Honor. Not yet.
Huh?
nonsense is the defendant spewing now?
Think. One of the cards had a different colored back. Don't you wonder what it means?
No! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? Raising objections right when you're about to get off the hook? Ridiculous!
Mr. Payne, you of all people should know. Mr. Wright has a talent for being beautiful.
That's me!
Look at that smile! Have you not seen him in Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
Yeah, he's really
Damn, I'm good.
He's nothing but ridiculous.
Perhaps we should get to the bottom of things. Let's clear up the facts about the game that fateful night.
As was said before, we alternated between 2 decks of cards that night.
The prosecution.
you're muted.
That was said before!
The 2 decks at the club have different colored backs, blue and red. 1 color per deck.
Why? Shit. Why use different colored backs?
If we use the same color, the 2 decks might get mixed. Like me and Marvel.
You still use different colors, and they still got mixed up.
We used the red deck for the last game.
I see, but that's odd. For some reason, I have this impression that you were using the blue cards.
Yeah, me too. I'm sure someone said something about blue cards.
Whatever. In the end, one card of the wrong color got into the mix. Which means there was cheating.
Yes, a card slipped into the deck would seem to indicate cheating. Yet, this card raises 2 serious questions. Apollo,
Yeah?
let's consider the first question, shall we? Think. In the last game, when was the last card swapped?
When?
There are 3 broad possibilities here. It could have been swapped before the murder, during the murder, or after the murder.
Well, yeah. Thanks for the news bulletin, Mr. Wright. Of course it was swapped.
Oh! It might be as simple as you think, Mr. Payne. Or it might not be. That's right, shut up.
Nick.
I'd like to hear what Apollo thinks first. When do you think the cards were swapped?
When was the card swapped into the deck?
Oh shit, I don't even know.
Oh, crap.
After the murder would be the most plausible idea. But they
During
were using
is
the blue deck and there were 4 red cards.
They were. I'm
No,
pretty sure
wait, what?
They were
No.
using the blue deck.
So
Yeah.
we're not talking about this. This is not about the cheating. This is about the swapping.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
when was this swapped? Like, when would a different card got swapped in?
See if the record has any clues for us.
Well, Ogla mentioned that there was a 5th ace hiding somewhere.
So they were using blue cards.
Yes, that was prior.
No, they were using red cards. That's what Phoenix just said.
For the last game, for the last game.
Now Phoenix said that they were using red cards, but the picture has a blue deck.
Yes, it does.
True,
So-
it does.
Strokes my judgely beard.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
can I?
Do you have a theory?
Can I make a bad guess?
Sure.
If Ogla is telling the truth, and nobody else was in the room, if Mr. Wright went upstairs to go call the police,
Hmm.
do you think it could have happened after he called the police?
I didn't really take that
Ooh.
into accountability, yeah.
That's true. That's true.
That is, in fact, true.
So
Because
Go ahead.
Olga said that, well, technically by accident, that she was the one dealing the cards. And, she clearly seems unharmed since we're, talking about murder and junk. If Phoenix Wright went to go upstairs, since, bad reception and junk, to go call the police, Olga could have technically swapped the cards after the murder to give the illusion that Shady Smith had the winning hand.
It also stands to reason that you couldn't really pull a fast one on the goat if he's in the room.
She gave that card to. She said she gave that card to Mr. Wright.
Yeah, so...
The card... If the card was put in before or during, it would have been spotted immediately.
That's my thought process.
Yeah.
What did you say, Shade?
Unless he was colorblind.
She said she gave that card to Mr. Wright, which, I mean, if she's telling the truth there, then how did it end up in his hand?
True. I thought she said she saw Mr. Wright put it in the deck, as in like he cheated, but we're assuming she's lying. At least that's the conjecture.
Her exact line was, "I put that card in Mr. Wright's hand."
Right.
Ah, okay. So she attempted to make it look like he was cheating.
Mm-hmm. That's what it seems.
So probably after the murder then.
Yeah.
Definitely after.
I don't know why I can't imagine a murder's going on and you're like, let me get this card in there, but I just don't think that makes sense. So let's say this.
Perhaps it happened after the murder? Shit, okay, my fault.
Why? That's ridiculous! What's the point of cheating after the hands have been shown? That's silly!
Yes, but tell me, how do you swap cards during the game? I'll take silly over impossible.
Take it from me. There's a lot of silly in this world, but very little impossible.
Oh, even when the backs of the cards are different colors? If you pulled that during the game, you'd be caught in no time.
Quite true. He's cooking, chat. That would mean the blue card in question was swapped after the hands were shown, after the murder.
Okay, this is going past silly and straight on to crazy. I ask again, what's the point of cheating after the game's over? Who would do that?
Oh, indeed. That's one of the mysteries before us.
There's another.
Yes, a simple yet decisive question must be asked. Who swapped the red card for a blue card?
Who?
The game and murder is done. The victim is dead. Only two remain in the room. Alive, that is. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and our witness, Olga Orley.
Okay, so who was it that swapped the red card for a blue card?
Oh my.
Ooh.
Interesting
it
third
be?
option.
Someone else. Could it
That
have been...
someone else looks really ridiculous, but given the game we're playing, that's my
Yeah.
that's my that's my
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
A little bit of crazy.
Knowing the context of the series.
Oh, metagaming, are we?
Yeah, because
I'm being Captain Silly.
well, Phoenix Wright wouldn't cheat. It's just he's the
Wasn't
goat.
it Parrot that came out of the picture?
Wasn't he upstairs phoning the police?
Also,
about
as
them?
well, right? If it's after the murder, he couldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Olga swears she did it, you know, at some point, or gave it to him at some point. So that doesn't make sense
But-
either.
So potentially it could be someone else.
Could be the guy who's dead.
I knew it. He was sleeping.
It was just a
The cards
zombie.
wasn't Mr. Wright, of course. And, well, it doesn't seem like it could have been Olga Orley either.
What are you suggesting?
That's hardly a logical conclusion, I'll admit. As the defense, I think it only makes sense for you to name Miss Orley at this point.
Yes, I know. But she was the one who dealt the cards, right? I just can't believe she would make the mistake of swapping the wrong colored card.
And if the card was swapped during the game, it'd be obvious.
Uh-oh. He got his three
Something
evidence.
you'd like to share with the court, Mr. Wright?
Just saw a funny meme. My apologies. My apologies, Your Honor. I was just thinking how much fun all this is.
Where did you see the meme in your Nokia?
How about confusing? I have no idea what the defense is claiming, Your Honor. If the one who swapped the card wasn't the defendant, and it wasn't Miss Orley, then who was it?
Yeah, well, that is the question, isn't it?
Precisely.
Huh?
I believe we're about to see this case take a new direction.
Uh-oh.
A new direction, like the band?
Yeah, actually.
New direction for the series?
We'll find that, indeed, after the murder, someone swapped one of the cards in the victim's hand, and that someone made two critical mistakes.
I'm sure you're going to tell us that the first was swapping the wrong color card.
Because the one who did the swap didn't know the two colors of the cards were being used. The other mistake was the number on the card.
Right. person replaced the 5th ace with a king.
I'm sure whoever swapped it wasn't expecting there to be a 5th ace after all. All they knew was that the game had been won with a full house. So they picked up a king from the table and swapped it in.
Wow.
But there's one problem. According to our case record, this person doesn't exist.
True. Not until now. But you have to admit the possibility of a 4th person. Though it's more than a possibility. There was someone else there that night at the scene of the crime.
What?
I believe the judge spoke truthfully earlier. You do make trials ridiculous, Mr. Wright.
Slam.
This trial has proceeded on one central assumption. Namely, that at the time of the incident, there were only 3 people in that room.
I believe this new evidence, shall we say, overturns that assumption?
The problem is that you chose to conceal this information from the court.
I suppose that is a problem, yes.
Court is adjourned for a brief recess. Mr. Gavin, I'll see you in my chambers during this recess.
Certainly, Your Honor.
Very well. The trial will resume in 20 minutes after me and Gavin have finished our vomiting.
What?
Wow.
Oh, damn.
Scandalous.
No,
Excuse me?
Anyway.
That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright. To suddenly claim there was another person at the scene of the crime like that. I must ask, is it the truth?
Well, now, I think you would know the answer to that.
Being mysterious, are we? Sadly, I have no time for mysteries. I'd only ask that you leave the defending to your defense in the future. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee the outcome.
I see you haven't mellowed out one bit, Kristoph.
Justice,
Yeah, sir?
the judge has summoned me to his chambers, so carry on without me.
Okay, see ya.
You did well, Apollo.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
That locket you wear, is that really yours, Mr. Wright?
Ah, you're wondering about the victim's disappearing locket. Here, you can take a look at it. That's a picture of my daughter in there.
Aw, look at her.
Aww.
Aw.
Cute.
I'm just surprised to hear that you had a daughter.
I did have sex, Apollo.
What?
I'm sorry to break it to you. Most people are. You'll meet her one of these days.
But one more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you?
What do you think?
Huh?
You know what happened 7 years ago? What I did? It's not unreasonable for you to think I might cheat.
I never, honest, but it is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years.
Do you want to know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. Poker.
Eh?
You see, poker is all about reading your opponent. And that way, it's a lot like a court case.
Poker is like trial law?
Figure out what your opponent is thinking, and you win.
Well, yeah, that's harder than it sounds.
I don't think so.
Hmm?
Try as they might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Their body language can become a valuable source of information.
You're kidding.
That witness, for instance, Miss Orley, she would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice?
No. Come on, you noticed that.
Words, habits, twitches. All information for the reading. That's the secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I pass the secret on to you.
But I'm not worthy. I mean, there's no way I'll pick up on these signals.
No, you can do it.
Huh?
You just don't know it yet.
What's he talking about?
But you will soon. Just download Balatro.
Oh, okay.
I almost forgot. One more thing about this case. You should know, I haven't told the truth to anyone yet.
What?
What? I knew it.
I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. I'm quite mysterious. And Apollo, I need you to be there, defending. I need your power.
I am power. I had no idea my cords of steel were that special.
It's about that time. The real trial begins now. Do your best. Promise me that.
Okay.
Oh boy.
To be continued.
To be continued, chat.
To be continued.
No saving. Oh my god, saveless
Wait a
run.
minute.
What?
Just never turn off my.
One.
No save. Well, this game auto saves.
Can you imagine? That'd be crazy.
Well, the game really does auto save, but yeah.
Oh, it gives you a little continue spot. Well, chat, that's the first little section. Let's see. All right, quick vibe check. How long is the next one, Shingo? Roughly?
Basically the same.
It's the same, so like an hour 30 roughly, probably.
Yeah, that's a good amount.
Roughly.
Hour 30 to 2 hours, probably.
Yeah, it's basically the same.
2 hours
When I was
with us
watching the
yapping.
script, it's basically split in the middle with this to be continued.
It's basically the other half of the case now. So
Do any new characters require to make an entrance?
Should be just a lot of returnings.
Yeah, we should be fine.
it should be
The only one that is
We
new
have
is.
everyone.
There is one character that shows
Pretty
up.
sure we have the missing one, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
We have who?
The missing
Yeah.
one.
Oh.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The missing no.
Okay, so vibe
I'm
check.
ready to go.
Do people want to hang out for roughly
Hey,
2
don't
hours?
say missing. No, my Pokeballs just
I'm good to keep
multiplicated in my room.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
up.
keep going.
I'm down to go.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Cool.
That accent was like rough with me.
All right, well, we'll be taking
Will you be
a
all right, Apple?
5-minute break, chat. We'll be right back with more.
I'm gonna go grab a
peanut-
snack. real quick.
Sounds
I'll be right
good.
back.
I'm gonna grab a snack and like.
I'm all good though. I haven't done a Russian voice though, so.
All right, chat. We'll be right back. Put you on a little pause. 5-minute timer.
After these messages.
Okay, perfect.
Bye.
Thingamabob back up.
Okay, mamma mia.
Welcome back, chat.
Whoa!
Small interlude. All right, we're back in the courtroom at 4:20, baby.
Testing 1 to 3.
Court will
And-
now reconvene.
Has the screen changed from the
As
way?
our witness, Miss
Nope.
Olga Orley, recovered.
Yeah, we're good.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, she's regained consciousness.
Oh, I don't know if Andy's back.
Oh.
Andy, perhaps we can hear her version of the events again.
There we go.
Sorry, I had
Yes.
a notification pop up.
That's the thing. You see, she's quite fatigued.
Nothing new.
You're looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne.
Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify or prosecute. The defense would like to request that Miss Orley take the stand.
Very well. The witness will take the stand.
All right, here goes. Or Russian.
Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession? Or perhaps you'd rather admit that you're a poor liar and a poorer loser.
Whoa!
Jeez.
Not.
Hey.
Whoa!
Oh.
Name's Ogla O'Reilly. That's the truth. I'm a pro dealer. People call me Ogla Quick Fingers Really.
Oh. Oh, really?
You want to know something else? I'm not really Russian. My last name sounds like oh really.
So I was
There,
right.
that's the truth. I hope you're satisfied.
I was right.
Damn.
Just playing the
Her
joke.
name actually is a meme?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Orley. Oh really? Yeah.
Oh, really?
Witness,
Correct.
you will tell the court what you were really up to that night.
The style switch is crazy.
Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan, see?
Let me remind you that you are currently under oath. Any further fabrications will have serious consequences.
Oh, fine. Just stuff your stupid beard in your stupid neck.
Excuse you.
Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy, Smith, hired me to do what I do best. I was planted at Bushka Bowl Club several days prior to the night of the game as a waitress.
So you were in cahoots with the victim.
Not that he needed my help. Smith's a well-known poker player in some circles. But winning isn't the main purpose of this game. It was about destroying the legend, an unbeatable Phoenix Wright. The plan was simple, elegant really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. It was to plant a card into Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When their hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright. He would then pull out a planted card, and the trap would snap shut. You swapped cards!
Ah, damn.
Exposed as a cheater and losing on top of it, it would have made a great double play. Just like that, the legend would have been dashed to pieces.
Indeed. Getting caught red-handed at cheating would cast doubt on all his prior wins.
A 7-year legend destroyed by one tiny little card. That was the plan.
He's in Gambit. He kind of kills people.
Oh really, Orley? How droll. But it appears you made quite the mistake.
A mistake?
I agree. The trap was elegant. Yet, what happened to that planted card?
Hey, that's right.
He's lucky, I'll give him that. You would have to be to slip free from the trap laid by Ogla Quick Fingers Really.
Oh, really?
Yes.
The witness would be much cuter if she dispensed from the evil mastermind shtick.
Cute? Who wants to be cute? I'm not cute. I'm bad. You hear me? Bad.
Evil.
All right, Michael Jackson.
When you're through being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court. Tell us about this trap and how it was sprung.
Give me a second. I gotta ring up some horns real quick. Come here, you. That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost the last hand, just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. Then the planted card was gone. The trap failed. The next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was that no-good, cheating defendant.
A surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark.
The trap was perfect, I tell you. Perfect! If that rotten cheater hadn't messed it up.
Look who's talking.
Well, the testimony, for what it's worth, is all yours, Mr. Justice.
Witnesses like her, who needs criminals? With defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors?
Damn.
Alright, get this stupid shit over with.
Damn! Just playing a card. Which card was it exactly?
The trump card. The 5 of hearts.
Let me guess. Mr. Wright was to have switched the 5 with the ace to make a fool out. At least that's what you were going to accuse him of doing, thereby ruining his legend.
I slipped it into Wright's pocket.
When was this?
Why, before the match, of course, while he was eating. At the Brushka Bull Club, we serve brushka and suckers.
Damn.
Remind me never to go there.
Noted. Of course, the card wasn't about to make its grand debut during the game.
Samuel
Like
just
a good
resubbed for
Brushka,
50
a good
months.
plot must be
OMG
cooked
Wright
up
plays
early and
Balatro.
allowed to thicken.
Faced.
Uh-huh. Would you like to repeat that?
So everything went according to plan.
Exactly. The 5th ace came up, so it's obvious the switch went off without a hitch. Once the extra card was found in his pocket, Wright would have been forever known as a cheater and a fraud.
There are worse things to be known as, I suppose.
Tell us what happened with the search.
I told you already.
The card disappeared.
Yeah, my trump card, the 5 of hearts. Gone, without a trace. Poof, Zippo. We searched every nook and cranny.
Oh, they did.
Even inside his cute little hat.
It
It is cute though.
But the card was nowhere to be found, is this correct?
Never in my long stored career. Never has Quick Fingers or really had been so brutally duped.
Oh, really? So, what did happen with the 5 of hearts?
I'm going to strangle that beard off of you.
We might have to kill Your Honor.
Don't look at me. Why don't you ask that cheating, lying, two-faced defendant?
Two-faced.
So the 5 of hearts is still missing in action. Wait, isn't that a little odd?
What's odd?
You searched Mr. Wright, thoroughly, and found nothing? Which means he didn't cheat. Which means he had no reason to strike the victim.
What? Well...
What the?
Well...
Oh. The hell was that just now? I sensed something.
Something wrong, Mr. Justice? It seemed like your spidey senses were tingling.
No, nothing. Your Honor, did I get that by nothing? What to do? Should I press her a little harder?
Yes.
Well, I mean, naturally. Miss Orley, you're hiding something.
What are you talking about? You... Me? Quick Fingers O'Reilly? Hiding something?
The defense wants to refrain from baseless accusations!
I have one question for the witness, then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true?
Of course it's true! I did see it, honest! I saw it when Mr. Wright hit him!
Fuck.
With my own eyes, I saw it!
It's this weird vibe I'm getting.
The vibes are off.
Oh.
That witness, for instance, Miss O'Reilly, she would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? Did you see it?
Did you see it?
Does he know?
Did you see it, Pat? Did you see it?
Does he know? You mentioned touching her neck, was it?
Oh, here we go.
What?
Perceived moment.
Zoom
I
in.
I love this remix. It's
I can
so
see it.
Same.
I can see it!
Enhance.
What's going on? The sensation. It's coming into focus. There. That twitch, it's so clear. It's like I could perceive her habit. Like I couldn't before. Oh, yeah,
Oh.
her.
Perceive!
Perceive.
Perceive.
Gotcha.
Ooh, let's go.
Perceived, chat.
This O'Reilly, perhaps you are unaware of this yourself.
Unaware of what?
Whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand.
My neck? So what?
What indeed, Justice? I hadn't noticed anything of the sort.
He's bad.
When she says that part of the testimony, she's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory, and she touches her neck. I'm sure of it!
A memory? Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about?
This is highly unusual and inadmissible. But let's ask the defense. You claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us?
Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So what would remind her most of the moment of the crime? Mr. Really, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happen when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I believe the weapon that left an inerasable impression on your neck is this.
Oh, is it actually the weapon?
I would not. I would do his head. I would have done maybe crime 2.
I think.
Nothing here.
To be fair, I think it might. To be fair, I think you were onto something with that, with the bottle.
It might be a bottle, because it's the only weapon we have.
It specifically said weapon.
Well, why is she scratching her neck?
Could be the Nokia.
Oh no!
Why the-
I had an
Nokia.
idea, but I'm keeping quiet.
The bottle's completely empty.
Okay.
I could have been drinking from it. That's bullshit.
True.
Grape juice. How long has it been since I drank grape juice? Apparently it's Mr. Wright's favorite drink. Wonder how well it goes with Borshka.
Why the fuck are we talking about that?
Well, we're doing whatever we can out here.
We're examining things.
It's
I think we just go with the bottle and see what else from there.
Yeah, I don't really see anything else per se.
Yes, the murder weapon, the victim's hand.
It was Gambit.
Hit him with a picture.
I'm done.
I'm not saying a thing. I've played this 3 times.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, I played this over plenty of times already.
This! Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. And what reminds us more of a moment than this bottle, the murder weapon. But something doesn't fit. If you were only the witness, if you were the only witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. It was Mr. Smith, the victim who was hit, not you.
This is a crass examination, not a crass wild conjecture. The witness's habits? They're completely irrelevant.
Justice, I'll admit, I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination.
I'll explain later. Just trust me. Now's our only chance to break her.
Hey.
Mr. Reilly, please testify in detail about the moment of the crime. The very moment.
Yes, I am not doing nothing.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We know you're not Russian.
Miss Swift, shot.
The witness will testify, please. Now.
All right, fine. Ugh, fine.
Ooh.
He's the one who did it. I didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got there.
Just a little bullshit.
I'm
You
not
seem
falling for that shit.
uneasy.
You try standing up here.
True.
Your eyes are darting all over the place. I must be getting warm. Tell me, after the crime, what was the defendant like?
Well, he must have been stunned by the weight of his crime. He sat in a daze at that table until the cops came.
Intriguing. I believe you've gotten all the testimony you're going to get out of this witness. So, what do you think about her testimony?
It's full of shit. It's basically bogus. It contradicts the evidence.
What's that?
Well, show us this evidence, Mr. Justice. This evidence that you claim contradicts the testimony. I need everything spelled out for me.
She didn't let him out of her sight until the cops got there. I know there's some evidence that contradicts that.
Wait, hang on a second.
You're literally just the phone.
It's yeah.
From the first
I
floor.
can't stop playing Balatro at my desk.
Oh, Judge, you play too?
Non-stop. It's unreal.
Miss O'Reilly, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. It states that the police were alerted by a reporter from the defendant.
What?
And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call from the first floor of the Bushka Bowl Club. Slam. So explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely.
Damn.
Not the plate.
The borscht.
She missed the borscht.
Where did they fall from?
The man who picked up a bottle and swung it at night wasn't the defendant.
Oh, Mitz, get ready. I think you're about to come.
Finally.
I'm gonna die.
Here.
It's true, Sam. It's true.
Cards for you.
Budget. Showdown time.
Have you played Balatro?
Oh, that would be you, Mr. Mine.
Check his buckets now. I want to make sure.
It's gone!
It's gone!
The card's gone!
Oh, he's got it. We got time. You lose.
Just then, Smith grabbed the
Red
bottle
Salt
from next
just resubbed for
to
20
right,
months.
and he hit me!
You're up, Mitzer.
Oh.
You, some master cheating you turned out to be.
Whoa, hey, wait a minute! Ah!
Ouch.
Not the dog.
When I came to,
The doggo hears it.
The victim was already dead. Is that it?
that's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If it came out that I was in league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure!
Well, where does this leave us?
Madness! This is madness! I'm dreaming!
This is Sparta.
Must have been me who was hit with the bottle, and I'm imagining all of this!
Wake up.
It appears our prosecution is at its wit's end. Frankly, I can't blame him. Mr. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of events?
Mr. Gavin, sir?
I believe that, as the defense in this case, we are compelled to call Miss Orley a big, fat liar.
Yo, called her a stinky poo-poo head.
Hang on a minute now! Hang on a minute, you flop!
3 were in that room the night of the murder. The defendant, victim, and her. And she has a motive.
A motive?
Her plot foiled, the witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith. And the denouement of that argument was murder.
Whoa, hey, hold on a minute! I'm no killer! It's a trap! Someone's trying to frame me!
What tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive. Damn, bars. So tangled, we catch ourselves in the process.
Mr. Wright, you've got bars?
You already know. Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Kristoph, Gavin.
What are you saying?
Why not consider the other possibility? That there was another person in the room at the time of the murder.
Oh, no. Right. Like Mr. Wright was saying before recess.
A single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder. And the one who swapped the card didn't know 2 colors of cards were being used. A 4th person.
Uh-oh.
On this theory again, your 4th person doesn't exist!
Indeed, you're right. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here, where there's no escape and no chance for deception. The perfect place to catch the real criminal.
The real criminal?
And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us. And right at the beginning of the trial, no less.
At the beginning?
What?
Apollo, perhaps you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, no.
No.
Remember what I said. The fourth person who swapped the cards made one critical error.
He or she wasn't considering the color on the backs of the cards.
Right. But how could such an obvious mistake occur? The cards used for the last game were red. Yet, there's one person here in our court who thought those cards were blue.
Oh. Yeah, I had the impression too, but why?
Well, Apollo, think you can figure out who it was?
Oh no. I didn't mean to. I mean, it's not me, I swear.
Calm down.
Looking kind of sus to me.
Who is
Wait,
this
so Ben, go
old
to
person?
jail.
Why do I always get put on the spot like this?
Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? No pressure. Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue?
I thought they were blue because of the picture.
Same.
Oh, it makes sense.
Remember in the beginning? Someone thought they were blue in the beginning.
Breathed in blue flame. Because there was a blue deck in the photos.
Can't even go back anyway.
We can't even check the history.
No.
You just gotta remember.
Can't go back that far.
Well, how old am I?
There was only one per-
Yo, that's actually my age. I was cast perfectly for the role.
Damn, he's older than I am. No, I'm older than he is. I mean,
Real. As I expected. Your eyes and ears are as sharp as your hair.
The fuck does that mean? What?
Kristoph, Gavin, you were the fourth person that night.
But, of course, Mr. Gavin knows the color of the cards.
How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is in black and white. You can't tell which of the cards are blue, the ones on the floor or the table.
But look! You can see the colors in this photo.
Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was well before this evidence came to light.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is true that the defendant was engaged in the game of poker with the victim. Yet it was only that, a game in the purest sense. A competition, Your Honor.
Competition?
Yes, test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome.
Oh!
Right.
Well,
Before we got the colored picture.
Kristoph?
I love that.
Mr.
Mr. Gavin, is something the matter?
No, nothing. Excuse me, it was just so sudden. Right. You aren't seriously accusing me, are you?
Oh, Kristoph. You know, even I'd never take a joke this far.
Damn.
I don't know, you have talent for the ridiculous.
Okay. This has gone beyond ridiculous, beyond dumb. This is insanity! The defendant's accusing his own defense attorney of murder?
I assure you I'm quite sane. And a goat
Debatable.
at poker.
But what possible connection could Mr. Gavin have to the victim?
I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Smith either.
Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim had never even met!
Well, what if they had?
Uh-oh.
Huh?
There is a possibility after all. They may have met that night before the game started.
What are you suggesting?
Is this the truth Mr. Wright was staying silent about? Well, only one thing to do. Mr. Wright, the defense would like to request that you testify to a court.
Oh.
The defense would like to request no such thing.
Wah.
Mr. Gavin?
Testimonies must relate to the case.
I need
Relates to
backup!
everything in the case.
How could anything happening before that game of poker be related to it?
I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Gavin.
As I explained before, the defense believes that Miss Orley...
Oh.
Am I to assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this case? He is the defense, not you.
Get clocked.
And I... Ooh.
Oh.
Mr. Justice, the matter of Mr. Wright's testimony is up to you.
T8, I'm afraid. T8.
Oh, okay.
Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear Mr. Wright's
Well, chat.
I think we're good.
Hang on, let's hear this out.
One's if we need
Let's hear 'em
nothing.
out.
2's if you're bored. 3 if you don't want me to give me more options. And I guess 4 if you want to hear the testimony.
4.
I'm confused. What were the options again?
That's right. No, they were listening. No.
They were listening.
Fuck. God damn it. Active participants and listeners. I can't stand this shit, man.
Unbelievable. Not on a stream.
This was Mr. Wright's strategy. He was planning this all along, and I intend to see it through. The defense would like to request that Mr. Wright testify to the court.
At 2, Justice, you would betray me, your teacher?
I'm sorry, Mr. Gavin. This isn't about loyalty. This is about the truth.
Very well. The defendant, Mr. Wright, will take a stand, please.
I'm on it, boss. What's your hand in Balatro?
I can't stand you.
God, you're beautiful. I typically play straights myself.
Anyway.
That evening, Kristoph and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photograph. Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes after Kristoph left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girl was knocked out cold, and Smith was uncontrollable. I left to call the police. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead.
Your Honor.
That's when I
what's
made
your
another
favorite
phone call
Balatro joker?
to defense attorney Gavin.
Mr. Gavin, you were at the Borscht Bowl Club the night of the murder?
I dine with him rather frequently.
And he talked to the defendant on the phone directly after the murder?
Quite against my will. I had become involved in a murder, actually. I thought I might be in need of a lawyer, so I gave him a call.
You were planning this all along, weren't you, Wright? Just because you wanted to drag me into your little murder trial.
The only thing I want is the truth. As I did back then, and now.
I thought my office was doing you a favor when we took on your defense. It appears that I was wrong.
The girls are
Probably
Very
like,
well.
Mom, Dad.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Justice.
Sir, what?
He's lying, and you're going to expose him.
He sure is. Understood, sir. Mr. Gavin versus Mr. Wright. This can't end well.
And you're caught in the middle.
Can't I have a normal trial?
The divorce is so messy, chat.
Just a
It's so
boy.
messy, chat.
Just a
Hit him with the
boy.
mix-up.
Daddies are fighting, Mommy.
Why do the parents have to fight now?
It's tough out here, man.
Hold it! You had dinner with Mr. Gavin.
Yes, he dines with me at the Borscht Bowl Club quite frequently. We were enjoying a usual dinner at our usual spot. As usual, you know.
Usual, huh?
I always eat at the table closest to the piano.
I see. Where Mr. Smith was sitting.
So the plates and such on the table were from your dinner.
Indeed, the remnants of my meals with Kristoph. We dined for 2 hours, then Kristoph left. After that...
Hold it! Hold it. 5 minutes. So the two of them could have passed in the restaurant during that time?
That would have been a fateful encounter, to be sure.
Oh, Mr. Wright, what was it that you said? Kristoph, Gavin, and Shady Smith may have met?
I believe I did say that.
Here I was all nervous about this meeting, and now we hear they just passed in the hall?
That does seem a little weak as a pretense for murder.
Oh, it would be if that were all that really happened.
Come on, Mr. Wright. What are you hiding this time?
A lot. Pay attention, little guy.
Little, hey.
I follow justice and I'm tired.
Not now. About this failed trap. This is the same trap that Miss Olga O'Reilly mentioned.
Flashback.
The plan was simple, elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. I was to plant a card in Mr. Wright's pocket beforehand. and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When the hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search right. He would then pull out the planted card, and the trap would have snapped shut.
That would have been you,
We don't know who
Mitzer.
says that.
That's technically Mitzer.
Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces. Dashed to pieces? What am I saying?
Yes, a harmless prank in essence. It was by a quirk of fate that I happened to discover it.
A quack?
Yeah, like my hero. I mean, I happened to put it in.
Hang on a second.
Put my hand in my pocket and I found a card.
I need backup!
The card she planted.
Yeah, I snuck a peek at it and found that it was the 5 of hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card before the game.
Disposed? Where?
Well, if you check my... Sorry.
Hang on a second.
There was an empty bottle of grape juice I'd been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle.
Empty bottle of grape juice.
A murder weapon?
I mean, I guess.
Rubber.
But I rolled it up and shoved it in. Pause. The colored glass makes it hard to see.
A battle of wits between the deceiver and the would-be deceived. Oh my god, another stroke. That sounds like terrific drama.
Oh, really?
Card inside the murder weapon. That's strange. Did the police miss it in their investigation? Maybe I'll take a look.
Mr. Wright, the Balatro King of courtroom number 3 approves this battle of wits. Please revise your testimony with this new information.
You got it, boss. I discovered the trap during the game and disposed of the card in the bottle. Okay, let's see.
If I remember correct, we'll go back to that after we're done pressing, if you want.
Okay.
That the new statement's the one I just read, right? I believe.
Yes.
You should be there.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Let me go back
yeah,
then.
with just one new statement.
Yeah, discovered the trap.
This one.
Cool.
I remember. Hold it! Why in the bottle?
I perceived my opponent's intent immediately. I'm used to entrapment, you see. I knew what was coming. I've been there before.
Oh, so you struck first. I like that, like Han Solo.
True. I know every trick in the book. They don't work on me, brother.
At least when you get lucky and stick with your hand in your pocket, they don't.
Skill. Alright, let's keep pressing.
You made the call to the police from the first floor of the restaurant, correct?
Exactly. Cell phones don't get a signal down in the hideout.
Was anyone else on the first floor at that time?
Not a soul. It was the middle of the night after all. So there in the darkened restaurant, I called the cops. After making the call, I returned to the hideout. It didn't seem right to leave the injured waitress alone, even though she hates my guts for some reason.
Such a gentleman. And when you returned, the victim was already...
Dead. Yes. I'll admit I was a little startled when I walked in.
A little?
You played my games. He was bleeding from his forehead after all.
I guess I'd be startled too if I walked in on a scene like that.
I need backup!
Could you explain why you made a call to Mr. Gavin?
I'd obviously gotten involved in a rather sticky affair. And I figured Kristoph's law offices would give me a friend rate for my defense fees. Being a pianist doesn't pay much, you see.
Ah, glad to hear you intend to pay.
I'll pay you in full, Kristoph. It was I who got you involved after all.
You may find the price of your defense quite high, my good friend. Quite high.
The tension is palpable, chat.
My mom and dad fighting again? Is it the truth that Mr. Wright was talking about?
Justice, you know what you have to do. He's lying. Expose him. Now!
Yes, sir.
Now.
Kill him. What to think? What's Mr. Wright trying to tell me with this testimony? The truth has to be in there somewhere.
Alright.
So I think it was the fourth one?
Was it the third? It was the revised one, wasn't it?
Okay, it was
This
the
one.
third one.
Dispose of the card in the...
Yeah, we checked the
Why don't-
bottle before.
Let's
and there
check
was nothing.
again.
There was nothing in there, yeah.
I don't see shit in that bottle.
There is nothing.
I don't know, man. It's kind of empty.
They presented it.
But
Just
if,
empty.
if there's nothing
Where
there, why
is
is
it?
that
It would
the case?
at least make him force
try
him to
presenting
give
that
more
every-
information on the card.
Can't see anything in here.
You can usually ask like yourself why that would be the case as well. That would help. That does help.
Sure, we can just be like, hey, there's nothing in here, bro. You lying. The fuck? I'm down.
Let's try pushing it.
Oh, no music.
Sure.
Mr. Wright, if I may,
Yes.
I've examined the bottle and I don't see any card in here.
Word? No? What if you... That's odd.
What, Mr. Wright?
I'll say no.
Surely, isn't all you have to say for yourself?
I can't say that I know what happened to the card. I did put it in that bottle, however.
Huh?
Perhaps a fifth person came and took it out. Oh, and a sixth person could have helped.
Ooh, a little petty over here.
Damn. Mr. Gavin, that's sassy as fuck. Mr. Wright is just lying.
My apologies, Your Honor.
I won't have you disparaging our investigation either. We looked inside that bottle. There was nothing.
What's going on? Is Mr. Wright hoodwinking us again? Or did the card just disappear?
In any case, please continue the cross-examination. Oh. I'm afraid decisive contradictions call for decisive evidence.
Oh.
Push him harder, Justice. Break him.
Oh, wow.
It's just you and the witness in the ring. Go for the KO.
I get the feeling we're not on our client's side anymore.
Hang on a second.
This is... Okay.
Which statement is different? No, they're all the same still.
Okay. It was not topical. I returned you as dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. Okay, that's true.
Hang on a second.
Wait, from a cut, but it was a blunt object.
Hang on a second. How did you know there was blood already?
Yeah.
No, he came down.
No. Let me check. Let me check the. Can we show the evidence? Can I check the evidence real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, this is the first photo. The first photo that was no. That was number 2.
That's number 2. What you got later?
Yeah.
This is what he saw when he came down, right?
You do be truthing.
I can see that.
That or it's the second one being
Who put the hat back on his fucking head?
Real.
No, check the second photo because the description is different.
Hat removed during investigation. Okay, so this was way after.
Okay, so you're truthing super fucking
Okay, I think you're on it. I think you're onto something.
Why is Apple the smartest person ever?
Because she's Russian. Because she's Russian. That's Russian behavior, baby.
Yes, if I may.
Yes.
Take a look at this photograph of the crime scene. See the victim here? He's wearing a hat. I wouldn't think you could see blood on his forehead.
That's a good point.
Oh no! What do you mean, good point?
Justice.
What are you looking at me?
Next time you point out an inconsistency, put a little more oomph into it.
Maybe punch him.
No!
Mr. Wright, can you explain this to the court?
I forgot to mention something. I was the one who put the hat on his head.
What?
You?
You put the hat on the dead man's head.
He was a little cold. Oh, well. He wore it through our entire poker game. After calling the police when I returned to the scene, his head was in full view. Shining bright, just like in this photograph.
And?
I picked his hat up off the floor and I put it on his head.
Why'd you do a thing like that?
All I can say is, I'm sorry. But that's the only thing I touched at the crime scene.
So, Miss O really didn't see it. It being the victim's or his head.
I think not. She was out cold. I believe I was the only one who witnessed his head.
Ah, here we go again.
Mr. Gavin?
Pardon. It just seems that our client is determined to lie his way through this case.
Hey, he's still our client, isn't he?
I believe that's enough of that.
Mr. Gavin?
This witness's testimony is more like a travesty. It's riddled with lies. I'm beginning to see how you came to lose your attorney's badge 7 years ago.
Oh!
Damn, the shade.
The throat. Well, your suit is tacky. And you certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Kristoph. I never knew.
I believe it was you who threw the first stone.
Mr. Wright, if you intend to ever tell the truth about this case, it's now or never.
Don't be misled. I haven't told a single lie here.
What?
When I noticed the trap, I put the card in the bottle to dispose of it. And when I put the hat on the victim's head, let's just say I had a reason for doing that as well.
Oh, you bastard.
A reason?
That reason is right here.
Uh-oh.
Your cell phone. Your Nokia phone.
Nokia.
To be exact, yes. That night, recall that I spoke with defense attorney Gavin after calling the police. Just in case, I recorded our conversation.
What's this?
Now that we're all here, I see no reason why I shouldn't play it back for the court.
Oh boy.
Surprise evidence.
Kristoph, I seem to be in a bit of trouble. There's a fucking dead guy here.
What's this? Game not going well?
Something like that.
That gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good?
Turned out to be dead, actually. Someone hit him pretty hard.
Damn, I didn't think you'd body him that hard.
True.
You mean someone cracked that flawless bone china pate?
It wasn't... sorry, go
Wasn't
ahead.
you, was it?
Me, please. The cop should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that.
Wait a minute.
Bone china plate?
A kind of porcelain. Very smooth and shiny. And not plate, but pate, I believe?
Pate.
Pate, okay.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Pate.
This one is pate.
Pate. I believe he was referring to a certain gentleman's balding forehead.
How? Wait a minute.
The court appreciates the defendant's discretion in not indicating my forehead.
My apologies, my apologies.
Wait a second. Something's not right about that phone call. So, after Mr. Gavin ate dinner with you, he left the Borshka Bull Club.
Most certainly.
Then how did he know? When did he see this bone china pate?
Oh, that's right.
Yes. That was when I began to see my good friend in a different light.
Oh no.
Troubled, I returned to the crime scene, and when I spotted Mr. Smith's head again, I realized exactly what was wrong. Well, Mr. Gavin, the stage has been set. Perhaps you would like to explain this to the court. Exactly how did you come by your privileged knowledge of the victim's forehead?
So, this is your reason. The reason why you put the victim's hat back on.
Your point, Mr. Gavin?
It's come down to this, hasn't it? Phoenix Wright.
Rob.
Order! I will have order, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor?
I believe this court has been left with no other choice. Are you prepared to hear defense attorney Gavin's testimony?
Well, as the prosecutor,
Very well. We'll break for 10 minutes, after which Mr. Gavin will take the stand for a cross-examination. Are we all clear on that?
Crystal clear, Your Honor.
Very well. This will be the final recess for the day.
Oh boy.
Oof.
I'm going to swing on the swing set.
Oh, because it's a recess, of course.
Mr. Gavin and Mr. Wright are both in the judge's chamber. I would have thought the day would turn out like this.
Oh, I don't know who this is.
May I?
Oh. Huh?
Oh, she's so cute.
Huh? What?
Hello, sir. Please, pick a card.
What's all this about? Is this one okay?
Excellent. I have a message for you. The last hand is about to be played. You'll need a trump card to make it.
A trump card?
The card you have chosen is magical. Use it wisely, and the game is yours. That's all.
An ace? Where do I remember that card from?
Oh shit.
Mr. Smith's hand had 3 aces. Mr. Wright's 2. There were 5 aces in all. It's true. I have seen it. The 5th ace. There was cheating. I swear you.
The missing 5th ace. Wait, this blotch of red. Is this blood?
It's a red seal.
The red seal
I
is
was thinking that you were gonna ping that one.
You have your trump card. Now it's up to you to cut the deck and draw the truth. My father's fate is in your hands. I know you can do it.
What? Wait, no, wait. Hey, go back. Wait, go back a second.
This bloodstained card is my trump card for finding the truth?
Apollo, pay attention! What did she say?
Don't deep into that thought.
He is not a good
raised to
listener.
understand what this all meant. A girl. I'd seen her recently, but where? And I made the connection. Oh, god damn it.
You figure it out.
No, she's devoured the hat? No way!
Damn, the fit has not changed except the color in like 10 years. That's crazy.
The bloody ace has been added.
Oh, this is weird.
This is peak. It's a
Gavin
great
is no longer
first
there.
one.
Court will now reconvene. Defense attorney Kristoph Gavin, please take the stand. Now then, if you would, Mr. Payne. I think you
Mr.
might
Payne is apparently eating lunch right now.
Oh.
Yes, Your Honor. Will the witness state his name and occupation?
Is this farce necessary, Your Honor?
Believe me, far stranger things have gone on in this courtroom.
Good
3
show.
whole games worth.
Fine, I'll play along.
First, there's one thing we need to have made clear. How did you know about the secret beneath the victim's hat?
By secret, I'm guessing he means the fact that Mr. Smith was bald.
Forgive my curiosity, but what is it about this fellow's head? Your Honor seems to have an inordinate interest in it.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh, how are you doing there?
Hey, it's kind of cozy over here, man.
Oh, the thing!
Hey.
Here he goes. His dates.
All right, I'm busy.
I love this thing.
Oh god, he's jamming. Look out!
Another 1V. 2Vs.
Hey, hey.
I wouldn't call it inordinate, Mr. Gavin.
Mr. Wright!
What do you think you're doing, right?
Wow, things sure look different from the other side. You know what I mean, Apollo. Surely. Speaking of looking from the other side, let's consider something for a second. The victim wore that hat all night, never once taking it off, except for that one time.
At one time, being the instant he was hit.
Oh!
When Mr. Wright returned from reporting the crime, the hat was lying on the floor. Mr. Wright picked it up and placed it on the victim's head. In other words, in order to have seen Mr. Smith's bald head, you would have had to have been there in the hideout at the time of the crime.
In other words, I must be the real killer. Is that what you're trying to say?
Not bad, Apollo. Bro cook.
Mr. Gavin!
I'm afraid that I haven't been entirely honest with the court.
What?
Oh, I assure you, I had the noblest of intentions. I did it all to protect my client, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Yet, I'm afraid in the current situation, I see little reason to hide anything. Very well. Allow me to tell you the truth of what happened that night.
That's the face of a nice person.
Finally, you may
nice
begin
person.
your testimony. Tell us, how were you involved in the events of that fateful night?
It was a dark and stormy night, Your Honor.
The rage I sensed in that man that night troubled me, so I returned to the club. I went down to the basement and peeked in through the little window to the hideout. It must have been right after the murder took place. The victim was dead, as he appears in the photo. A bald head, an unconscious girl, and Wright holding a bottle in his hand. I sensed that was not the best place for me to be at the time, and so I left. That's when the call came from Wright.
I don't buy it.
Oh, bullshit.
So you witnessed the murder?
For better or for worse, I missed the actual moment of the deed.
Mr. Gavin, may I remind you that you are on Mr. Wright's defense team? Your testimony is clearly disadvantageous for your client.
What else could I say? I'm standing on the witness stand, after all.
So you are Mr. Gavin.
Hmm?
And you had to testify as you just did. You had to tell them you saw the scene of the crime through that little window.
Mr. Wright?
You had to say that. Because that was the only probable window of opportunity, right, Paulo?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's mine.
Mr. Wright, the defense should do the cross-examination, not the defendant. Mr. Justice, are you prepared?
Yes, Your Honor. I can't believe I'm going up against Mr. Gavin. This trial is getting weirder and weirder. What the hell goes on in these games?
You'll find out.
I already found the fucking error in these testimonies. That man, you mean Mr. Smith?
No, that man from Guilty
He
Gear.
was different from the other customers. His aura, shall I say. I knew he was a serious poker player, but it was more than that.
Aura chat, aura farming.
So then you knew the true nature of your client's job?
Of course. But I also knew he wasn't engaged in gambling, which would be illegal.
Well, it makes sense that he'd know. They were friends after all.
Worried for my friend, I returned to the club. You see, I feared this Mr. Smith might be someone coming to settle an old score.
I see. What happened then?
Hold it. That little window. You mean the one you used to keep watch up the stairs?
Yes, a relic of the ancient past. The Black Marketeers used it, I believe.
Why did you go through the trouble of peeking in through the window? Wouldn't it have been easier to just open the door and go into the room?
I didn't want to upset Wright, you see.
Upset Mr. Wright?
Yes. What if my fears had been unfounded? I'd be walking in on their match. Bad form, to say the least.
So far everything he's saying makes sense. What the? How do you know it was right after the murder?
Really, no need to shout, Justice.
I'll shout louder!
I was just getting to that part in my testimony. Don't you listen?
Ah, there he is. The coolest defense in the West. We know and love. Even when you're standing up there on the witness stand, some things never change.
I was afraid you'd change too, Mr. Wright, but you haven't. You and that overbearing personality of yours.
Who needs enemies?
Meow.
Literally.
By photo, you mean the second photograph of the crime scene?
Precisely. You see, he wasn't wearing his hat then. I saw his head when he was dead.
And then Mr. Wright came along and replaced his hat.
Can you describe the scene of the crime for us?
Those were the only three at the scene of the crime?
Yes, as far as I saw at least.
Then we're back where we started. The killer was the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Who else could it have been? But why didn't you talk to the police?
2 reasons. First, I didn't actually witness the very moment of the crime. Second, my office was asked to defend Wright. Even after seeing what I had seen, I couldn't abandon my friend.
That was after. There must have been someone else there at the moment of the crime.
Justice, I just said I saw no one, not a soul.
I don't buy it. That goes against what Mr. Wright said.
Ah yes, this mysterious 4th person, who would conveniently be the real killer, I suppose.
Glad to see we agree, Mr. Gavin.
Let me pose a question then. Tell me, what possible reason did the real killer have to swap cards in the victim's hand?
Oh.
Perhaps you can show us a reason why such a thing would be necessary?
Can I show something? I can't find myself.
Remember, Apollo, the card that was swapped out was the 5th ace.
5th ace. Right.
Well, Mr. Justice, the question of why the killer would swap out a card has been raised. Can you point to a reason?
I think we have a reason.
Yeah.
I think we have a reason.
Are you?
I
Really?
think we have a reason.
Would it be just this one? Just
Yeah,
straight up?
because it's red. I remember I saw the back. Yeah, it was red.
Ooh, it
See,
is
it is
red.
Ooh.
And then there's
That would go
blood
with the
on
rest of the full house. A single drop of blood marks the front of the card.
Okay, I'm with it.
It could potentially. Yeah, it could be potentially the
It's
fifth
now or
ace.
never. The defense would like to present evidence to the court. Evidence showing the reason why a card was swapped out.
Then go ahead and point out your reason, Mr. Justice. Why did the killer take the fifth ace?
Because it was red.
It,
On
yeah,
both
it had,
sides.
Yeah,
Dude,
the killer took it. They didn't know that it was. They didn't know about the back of it, but why did they take it?
yeah, I almost feel like
there's blood on it.
I would
I did
imagine.
not-
blood on it,
maybe-
Is it just-
I would
maybe
imagine
the red seal. That's
Yeah,
not
the
luckier
red seal on it seems pretty damning, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like
Well.
Gavin just so used to seeing those seals in his cards.
I'm brain dead about it, bro.
My reason is this.
Is that an ace? With the red
Why?
seal?
Why, it's got blood on it!
But-
Right next to the spade.
What?
Ooh, the twitch.
Oh.
No, it's fine. That's not blood. That's a red seal. You play Blatcher, right?
Could this be? Could this be the missing fifth ace?
The build's about to go crazy.
My God.
Uh-oh.
Inconceivable! How could you? What are you doing with that card?
Well, that's the thing. Why is Mr. Gavin so upset? It's just a fishy card from some fishy girl.
Fishy.
Hey.
Oh, that card. It's mine. That is, I picked it up at the Borscht Bowl Club that night after the murder had occurred. I gave it to my daughter. Cards are her stock and trade, after all.
Even with blood on it?
No! Impossible! Unacceptable! The court can't accept this evidence. It's a fraud!
A fraud? How can you be so sure?
What?
I would think the only person who could claim it was a fraud would be the one who took the real card from the crime scene. The real killer. Allow me to elaborate. What if this trace of blood was the reason?
The reason for?
For the killer to take the card from the scene of the crime.
Where are you going with this?
Let's take another look at the photo and the victim's head. At the moment of the crime, his hat fell to the floor, and a trickle of blood ran from his forehead down to the back of his head. Couldn't a drop of that blood have fallen on one of those cards?
I suppose.
The killer then took the card to hide the blood.
Regardless, that evidence is non-permissible.
Oh?
Right. Regardless of how you wasted the last 7 years, you used to be a lawyer. You know what a serious crime it is to conceal evidence.
Oh, we can discuss the finer points of our legal system later, girl. What's important now is that I've answered your question.
What are you talking about?
You wanted to know why the killer would have taken a card from the crime scene. And now I've told you. That one drop of blood would have been decisive evidence, you see.
This is baseless conjecture. Baseless!
What?
Sure.
Oh.
Oh, I assure you, I'm quite based.
Yeah!
What?
Yeah.
It's amazing, really, how a single drop of blood on a single card can lead us to the truth. It's quite simple. Well, Apollo,
Yes.
try picturing the scene of the crime
Oh, more mechanic.
in your head.
Okay.
Wee.
3D space.
Hey, yo.
Yo, we're getting intense right now.
The murder took place in the hideout. The body of the luckless victim was found at the poker table. And, before the killer swapped the card out, there was a single card with a drop of blood on it in the victim's hand. Given this, there's one decisive problem with the scene.
Well, what is it?
Let's keep it simple, shall we? Given that there was a drop of blood on a card, whose position in this diagram doesn't fit?
The victim.
The victims? The killers? The witnesses? The second witness? Whose position doesn't fit with the bloody card?
It would be the victim, no?
Wouldn't it?
because he was leaning back, right? He was struck from the front, and not only that, there was a blunt. Yeah, there was a blunt.
The
injury
card
on
would
the
have
foot.
been behind his head.
The card wouldn't have to been behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you drop blood from behind you with that little space?
Well, I think the things to recognize is like the blood can't be in any of these other spots. Like, where would it fall? If this is the victim, the blood can only fall from somewhere here.
I guess we could try hitting. Maybe the
if it's
maybe
I
the
was gonna
victim's position was wrong. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Just throw over every.
I have a
Whose
cons-
position
anymore?
doesn't fit?
I think that if you're sitting over here, you don't see any blood. In my opinion. How does Mans know that there's blood on the card when you can't even see the blood from the back of his head?
I don't know if he actually knows there's blood.
I'm trying to scroll and see if there's a confirmation.
My only thinking is if it is the missing fifth ace, like from the victim's hand, then how would it?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, how would have the blood dropped from his head if he's facing away from his deck?
Yeah, wait a minute. Hang on a second now. How did the blood get on the cards on the table to begin with? If he's facing the cards.
Yeah.
The victim's position is wrong.
We're arriving to the same answer, but I don't quite get your reasoning. But I think it's still gonna be right. So I'm like,
No, like you have to think about it like that, because like what? Let's say if he's sitting as he is,
Sure.
right now, so it drips at the back of his head, the blood.
so it falls from the
that
back.
would mean-
Yeah.
Yes.
And it would be on the floor, not on the card.
Or on the chair, right? Reasonably.
Yeah, but he's dripping.
Either way, not on the card.
The blood is trailing down from the back of his head and then dripping down. That's the assumption we have.
Okay.
With
So
how the blood got on the card.
So it's got it. So he's. Go ahead.
Yeah, if the card was on the table, there's no way it could not, or there's no way it could go there if he's bleeding towards the back.
So okay.
Yeah, the victim's is wrong.
Cool. I'm down. All right. It checks out.
Well, isn't the victim's position that's the problem?
I don't follow your logic here, Mr. Justice.
Well, look, the victim was struck on the head, sending him back in his chair. You think any blood would fall behind the body, not onto the table in front of him.
True.
Ah!
Take a look at the photo again. If he bled in this position, blood would fall onto the floor, not on the cards.
Why, that's right. So what does this mean?
Incidentally, we were sitting in swivel chairs. I just love
Oh my
not telling you
God.
shit. I love not telling you guys shit.
Incidentally, here's this crucial
You
point.
gotta be serious.
We were also playing with rocket ships.
Apollo, try turning the scene. What the?
I think you just
Can I just?
Recreate the crime scene.
Yeah.
Ooh, 3D.
The chair was facing the other way.
It would have to be. Whoa! So, we have to assume that at the time of the murder, the victim's chair was facing away from the table.
But why?
When Mr. Wright returned from informing the police, which way was the chair facing?
When I came back to the room, the body was facing as seen in this photo.
That would mean the killer turned the chair back around.
Let's take the next step. Look at the diagram once more. We know that the victim was facing away from the table at the time of the murder. But this creates another significant contradiction.
Again?
Let's test your reasoning skills again, shall we? Paulo, whose location on this diagram contradicts our new understanding of the crime? The victims, the killers, the witnesses, the second witnesses? Whose location creates a contradiction if the victim was facing away?
Oh, I understand.
Do you? What is it?
I understand now. If he was killed facing away from it, if he's facing like that cabinet, how did his blood get on the cards of the table if the killer was behind him? His head was knocked forward.
So the killer.
Yeah, I can't really kill him if he's not facing me. How am I gonna hit the front of his head? Right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to like. I I mean, like,
If I'm the presumed killer and this is the presumed witness, right? Then
unless you're hitting him with a real swing of a right hook, you know,
Real,
right around
real.
the side, just, wow, you
Hit him with the biggest overhead you've ever seen.
I'm an arms character, bro. My shit just swings around.
you hit him with a cross up. That's what happened.
the victim was struck.
But what
from
if
the
he was a
front,
puppet?
Correct. Oh.
True. Indeed.
See people catch on. It's really fun.
Well, wouldn't it be hard for the killer to hit him in the front? Sitting where his indicator currently is?
Look at Wright's shitty grin.
I would think it'd be quite hard, actually. Yeah.
Yes, but what you're saying makes no sense. Why would the victim suddenly turn to face the wall in the middle of a game? He'd be showing all of his cards.
I believe a sufficient reason will soon come to light.
What?
God, I love being ambiguous. There's something in this diagram that makes far less sense, actually. Let's look one more time. Apollo, if the victim was struck while he was sitting as shown here, where would his assailant be standing? Try marking it on the diagram.
What? But there's no room to put a mark where the killer should be.
Don't worry, let's think it through and see what we find. We know the victim was facing towards the wall at the time of the crime. That's the only thing we know for sure. Try to forget about everything else. Where would the killer have to be standing to strike our victim from this distance from where he is?
Whoops.
Like, can't be here, right? There's a wall there.
Right?
No, forget about it.
Ignore
Forget
everything else.
It's a black market dealer hideout. They have a hidden exit. They have a hidden exit. For sure.
Yeah, you're actually spinning with that. You did say forget everything. Diagram doing overtime.
They're a GPT player.
I mean, he's gotta be here. There's just no other way.
It has to be there.
Sure, I'm down. When you remove the impossible, right?
The killer had to be standing well up here.
No,
You get points for flair, but that's about all you get.
I was onto something there too.
I hardly need to point out that standing there would be impossible. The victim is facing a solid cupboard. Are you claiming that the killer climbed the cupboard and hit him from above?
It's simple logic, really. If this was the only place the killer could have been standing, then that means at the very moment of the crime...
Wait, I know!
Oh shit.
At the moment of the crime, the cupboard wasn't there!
Oh, he's a knower.
Balatro.
Sorry. Balatro, I'm sorry. What's this now? Balatro, I can't stop.
I mean, that's the only explanation, right, Mr. Gavin?
Uh-oh.
Your Honor, I have a suggestion for the defense. We should arrange to examine the cupboard in the hideout immediately.
Bailiff! Send a team to the crime scene immediately with guns. Have them try to move the cupboard.
With guns. Your Honor,
What?
there's one more thing your men should look out for. Please give this to the bailiff.
Huh?
Yes, I see. You do belong in a courtroom after all, Mr. Wright.
Oh, you know I try. But let's forge ahead here while we wait. Look at the diagram once again. It's been changed.
Again?
Again.
If the killer was standing here at the time of the crime, then this cupboard wasn't here. Which means, I'll try moving the cupboard.
3D.
Oh my.
This is the best game ever made.
Can I spin him again? Fuck.
No, you can't.
Spin him till he pukes.
That'd be sick. Why, thank you. You're strong as hell.
You're welcome.
As you can see, the cupboard was the problem. At the time of the murder, it has to have been as shown
And
here.
It covers up the window.
No one would be able to see anything there then.
Now everything is in place to reconstruct the moment of the crime. Oh my! What's this?
What is it now? I'm tired of this bullshit.
My apologies, Your Honor. Just look at the diagram of this crime scene one more time. One more time. It appears we found yet another contradiction. What I believe to be the final contradiction, in effect.
Huh? Oh, damn.
Notice something, Apollo? Our line of deduction is rapidly approaching its conclusion.
Now then, Mr. Justice, please point to the new contradicting indicator. Is it the victim, the killer, the witness, the second witness, me? Which indicator in this diagram contradicts what that motherfucker said?
It's blatant.
Yeah,
It is
absolutely.
blatant.
It's ridiculously obvious.
About this cupboard. Are we all okay with assuming it was moved? Just saying.
Yeah, I'm down.
Alright, good. Well, if it was, something really doesn't fit. The cupboard would completely cover up the window to the stairs. Whoa! That was as loud as me. That's right. Someone standing outside wouldn't be able to see in. Someone like Mr. Gavin.
What? What did you say?
I'll say you're full of shit.
Is the coolest defense in the West losing is cool? Ooh.
Don't expect me to play along with your little game, right?
It's only a game until someone gets killed, Mr. Gavin.
It's always
and
a
someone
game.
was, while that window to that room was blocked by a cupboard. So, Mr. Gavin, perhaps you'd like to explain to the court exactly where did you witness the crime scene from? Anyone.
Bailiff.
Someone could dig it. I don't care who hasn't done anything.
Quick, new voice.
Excuse me, Your Honor!
There you go.
There we go.
Order! This is a court of law and I will have order.
I don't care.
Shingo, take it.
Okay, we just now received word from our investigative team at the first route club. They've examined the cupboard they had at, Your Honor.
Oh? And what did they find, Stitch?
Well, Your Honor, it turns out there's a secret passage behind it.
What?
Rubble.
Ah, yes. I believe I mentioned something of the sort before. This is one of the tricks to the room that many of our regulars actually know about.
I do remember him saying something about that now that he mentions it.
A secret passage is a handy thing to have when you're engaged in illegal goings-on. Never know when you might need to duck away from the eyes of the law, you know.
So the room has a secret passage. Where does it go?
Into the unknown.
The other side connects to the restaurant above. The underworld bosses could get away from the cops and enjoy a cold bowl of borscht, no doubt. Just like our killer.
Oh my.
Holy shit.
God.
Uh-oh.
Got him.
You see where our line of simple deductive reasoning has led us, Apollo?
Simple, sure, but I see it. I don't believe it. The girl wasn't kidding when she said I needed this trump card for the last hand. At the time of the murder, the window was blocked by the victim, and the victim's hat was only off his head for the few minutes between Mr. Smith's murder and Mr. Wright's return from calling the cops. In other words, the only place anyone could have seen the victim's bald head was from inside the hideout. Well, Mr. Gavin? Come on, say something.
Dare I ask what really happened that night?
Actually, I think we can possibly figure it out ourselves at this point. That night, for whatever reason, our killer had a date with Mr. Smith. A date with destiny. There he crouched, hidden in the secret passageway behind the cupboard. Holding his breath, waiting for just the right moment. And the chance came, and he took it.
There you go.
Javi, that's you.
That's Phoenix.
Oh, what? Why did you do that? Wait here, I'll get help.
Miss Ogo O'Reilly was out cold, struck by Mr. Smith.
O'Reilly.
But his time was soon to come. Mr. Wright went upstairs to call the cops, leaving Mr. Shady Smith alone in the hideout with his unconscious dealer. Then our killer stepped out from the secret passage and into the hideout.
The victim must have heard the cupboard sliding aside.
He wheeled his chair around to look and...
Bonk!
After the deed was done, the criminal must have seen the blood on the card. He would have, of course, realized the need to destroy the evidence. That single spot of blood told the whole story of the crime.
Too bad for him, he didn't linger any longer in the hideout that night. If he had, he might have noticed the cards on the floor. In fact, that day, were all red.
Oh.
Enough of this rabble. Well, Well, it seems this trial has taken yet another turn. I'm truly, truly sorry I had to see this day come, Mr. Gavin.
Mr. Gavin?
Mr. Payne! The prosecution will continue its investigation. As for Mr. Wright, the defendant, he is hereby cleared of all suspicion. Believe me when I say that I don't believe this is happening, Mr. Gavin. But I'm afraid circumstances call for me to issue a warrant for your arrest immediately.
Are you still fighting?
I'm not done yet.
Off!
Oh, no need to apologize. I rather enjoyed myself. It's not every day you get to witness a legendary attorney's dirty tactics firsthand.
Your point, Mr. Gavin?
Frankly, Your Honor, I'm shocked. That a person of your caliber would be taken in by such a low-grade parlor trick.
Excuse me?
The defendant is cleared of all suspicion? This is hardly the time for jokes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright hasn't proven anyone's guilt or innocence here. What he has done is use illegal evidence to put the blame on someone else. And not just anyone else, but me, his own defense attorney.
Illegal evidence?
Oh.
Let me ask you, Mr. Gavin. Is there still any reason, at present, to suspect me of wrongdoing?
Of course. This bottle, for instance.
A bottle of grape juice, Mr. Wright was drinking.
How do you intend to explain away the fingerprints on the murder weapon? And not just any fingerprints, am I right, Mr. Payne?
Actually, yes. The fingerprints on the bottle were, upside down.
I seem to recall this being an issue earlier.
The court and this case demand an explanation. I can think of only one reason why one would hold a bottle upside down. And that is to hit someone with the bottom of the bottle. Well, Your Honor?
Ah, see how the caught fish squirms to the last. Well, Apollo?
Yeah?
Your boss seems awfully concerned about this bottle still. But I'm sure you can come up with a suitable explanation. Just like that.
Oh, yeah. Just like, what? Why would anyone grab a bottle upside down other than to...
Don't let him trick you into thinking his explanation is the only legitimate one.
Is it really another?
Take another look at the court record. I believe you'll find a simple answer there, in plain sight.
How about you just say the answer in plain words?
Nah.
It would be hasty to... It would be to... Huh? Deliver a verdict with unanswered questions indeed.
Let's stroke again.
Those strokes just keep getting me. Well, Mr. Justice.
Mr. Gavin said that the court, in this case, demand an explanation. Don't worry, justice won't leave until justice is done.
Perhaps the defense would care to enlighten the court. What evidence do you have to explain why the fingerprints on the bottle are upside down?
I think I have a good idea.
Show me your badge, I'll punch you.
Yeah, let's just go over
You should
everything.
show him the badge,
There's that. There's the bottle itself.
Which we've
That's got-
checked.
We've already checked.
Yeah, there's,
No,
there's
not
nothing
updated.
there. No card, no nothing.
Prime, phone,
No.
the other photo.
Wait.
Wait. Oh, hey.
Oh.
Hey, there's bottles
Hey.
in there.
No, yeah, on the ground. He would have picked it up upside down whenever he picked it out of the crate.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
I
right.
mean,
He would
trio.
have just reached down and he
He's
grabbed it like
sitting in
left hand.
front of them. His hands in front of them.
It's true. It's true.
That's the only reason. That could be the other logical reasoning. Like
That's
picked
the
up
only
the bottle
reason we
that way.
have.
It's kind of, yeah.
Sure. Let's go
Or
for
he
it.
played spin the bottle in a really seductive game of poker and rotated it the other way. I'm on to you,
No,
brother.
none of that's valid evidence. You should show him the badge.
No,
Let's
don't
show
show
him.
me.
Yeah, that seems like
The badge would be, the badge would be Pog, but oh my
I am
bad,
your boss,
accident.
Apollo. Why didn't you show him the badge?
Oh, no.
Shit.
Oh, no.
Now seems like the perfect time for a penalty.
I was curious, but also not paying attention. I'm gonna be real. You're thinking too hard, Paul. The answer's right in front of you. Just reach down and pick it up. Damn, I really did say it. Oh man, that's great. 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 I'm glad I did that.
You have to act the Dora the Explorer part.
Lighten the core. What evidence do you have to explain why the fingerprints are on the bottom?
Damn, he's really just like, bro, figure it out, man.
Like, are you stupid?
Alright, I'm not stupid. That was just an accident. It's actually easier to show you than explain, Your Honor. Place that bottle on the floor next to your chair.
Excuse me? On the floor?
Like
Yeah.
yellow.
Now reach down and pick it up. Without getting out of your chair.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you see it now, don't you? You naturally go to pick up the bottle by its neck. With your fingers upside down.
Enough trouble!
Oh, damn. Look at this photograph taken on the night of the murder. The defendant, Mr. Wright, sat here, playing piano. Bottles of grape juice on the floor to the side of his piano bench. He would have naturally picked up the bottles upside down several times.
Wow! I can't believe it was that simple.
Recall our dinner that night, Kristoph. I was drinking my usual juice then too.
Basically, you used the bottle on the table to do the deed. But then you must have remembered, so you went and picked up one of the bottles from under the piano, and you switched the bottles. You took one of Mr. Wright's bottles and made it look like the murder weapon.
And that's why the card's not there.
Talk to him.
Order, order, order. What do you have to say to these charges, Mr. Gavin?
I still smug.
Look at this guy auto farming, bro.
Fascinating. So this is the legendary attorney's famed tactic of misdirection.
What?
You claim that I switched the bottle. Where is your proof?
Proof? Well, that's,
As I thought, more baseless conjecture. I'm afraid your bottle of proof is quite empty.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Your Honor, when you initiated the investigation of the hideout earlier, do you recall I requested an additional investigation?
Ah, yes. I have your memo about that here. Retrieve the bottles from under the piano at the Borscht Bowl Club. And here's one of the bottles in question.
What, are you going to dust that for fingerprints too? I would be surprised if any were on that but his.
Mr. Gavin probably wouldn't make such a novice mistake, true. That bottle won't bear a trace of anything.
Say, Paulo,
Yeah?
why don't you go ahead and examine that bottle?
Why?
Just humor me. I got real serious for a second. You better check
Yeah.
that motherfucking bottle. You better
do it.
Paulo.
now.
I wasn't asking.
I mean, it is very important for him.
I'm not playing.
Don't question me.
Remember, it's his grape juice.
That bottle will solve this case once and for all.
This one
What?
has juice in it.
It's some bottle.
It definitely has a card rolled up.
Oh, I see it.
What's in there?
There it is.
Whoa.
There's the 5 of hearts.
Damn, man.
It
Yep,
really
there's
is the
that
ace in
card.
the hole.
There's something inside this bottle.
I wonder what it is. I can't see.
Oh, my animation?
How the hell do you get that out of that bottle?
Very carefully.
Tweezers.
What's this?
That card! It can't be!
Recall that unpleasant woman's testimony for a moment.
Damn.
Oh, you calling it pleasant?
Damn.
Damn.
Miss Olga Orly?
Yes, our little swindling Devonchka.
That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost the last hand, just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed.
Wait, this isn't... You're telling me that this is the planted card you disposed of? The one you mentioned in this piece of testimony?
I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found a card. Yes, I snuck a peek at it. Found it was the 5 of hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card right before the game.
Disposed where?
There was an empty bottle of grape juice I'd been drinking right beside me. I just tossed it in the bottle.
That card's seen better days.
The Five of Hearts. This is the card. The bottles were swapped, and the only one who could have done that was the fourth person in the club that night. You, Mr. Kristoph Gavin.
Oh. Oh.
Walk it into
Oh.
Oh my god.
Not the dishes.
I guess you could say that was a lucky 5. Even looks apparent.
They were still on the floor? The court didn't clean it up?
Case closed.
That fucking smug ass smile.
Drop the mic.
Absolutely so much of a shit-eating grin.
Is your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright?
Revenge?
Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago?
Oh.
My past is like my logic. Straight and true, baby.
Say that about
Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction.
Fingers in his justice.
What?
Huh?
Fine. I'm glad we could have this a little tete-a-tete, right?
This is insane! What about me? Don't I get to prosecute anyone?
Bro is a guest at his own party. That's crazy.
Yo, he just crashed out.
I believe this time we've finally come to the end of our trial. Mr. Payne, do you have a report for us on Kristoph Gavin?
He's admitted everything. We're processing his arrest now.
I see. Still, one has to wonder why he would do such a thing. He didn't even have a connection to the victim, did he?
None that we know of.
Mr. Wright, have you anything to add?
I'm afraid I can't shed any more light on the matter.
About this victim, Mr. Shady Smith. His occupation was listed as traveler. An odd profession, to be sure. And that's all we know about him.
I'll arrange a follow-up investigation, Your Honor.
Good. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
7 years, and you still haven't lost your touch.
Kristoph Gavin was a man with much significance for me, both as a friend and as a lawyer.
He was extremely talented, to be sure.
I needed 2 things before I could confront him. The first was a place where no injustice would be tolerated. This courtroom, yours actually. The second was a man who would tolerate no injustice. In other words, a defense attorney. You, Apollo.
Me?
This is a dark time for our legal system. A twisting of injustice brought on by our own very initial trial system. We have to set it right.
Mr. Wright?
Our work lies ahead of us, and I, for one, am looking forward to it.
Well, this seems like a good place to announce a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. No. Guilty.
How the hell do we still get confetti in this goddamn courtroom?
Court is adjourned.
Bellagio time.
I'm going
I'm
home.
for Bellagio. Let's lock in.
Poor fucking janitor, dude.
I'm gonna have to learn how to
Yeah.
play Bellagio.
Oh my god, I'm having stuff to think about the fact that somebody has to clean this.
Thanks, Apollo. You came through, just like I thought you would.
I'm sure I didn't do a thing in there.
Yeah, we're not gonna say anything about that.
It was you who cornered Mr. Gav, the killer.
I couldn't have done it by myself. You sensed it too, today, didn't you? Your ability.
Ability?
Yes, a sensitivity I lack. You'll come to understand it soon enough.
Wait, I wonder if he means...
Bye, guys.
I have one question for the
eyes.
witness, then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true?
Of course it's true.
What's this weird vibe I'm getting?
Oh my god,
what was
he's an
that,
empath.
Mr. Wright?
You'll have to find the answer to that question at X-Men's Academy for Mutants.
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
That's right, Apollo. You would be
The answer, right.
Capcom 4.
Today was full of questions without answers. Most of them about Mr. Gavin.
What possible reason could he have to commit murder? Perhaps you'll learn that in the days to come.
Huh? Wait, you don't know. do you?
This locket is the key.
Oh, that reminds me. I met this girl whose picture is in your locket.
Hi. Hello again.
Your daughter, right?
Yeah.
That's right, she's my daughter. You know, you were right about this locket.
Oh.
Huh?
I took this off his neck the night he died.
What?
But it looks like our dear Russian scam artist saw me. So the truth is, this locket really did belong to him.
Wait a minute.
Wait, but that's perjury! You testified you said that locket was yours!
I said no such thing, fam.
What?
What?
I merely said that it was a locket with my daughter's picture inside.
Oh,
A
this guy.
subtle distinction, but a distinction nonetheless.
Fucking
And
perfect.
it's the truth.
Technically correct.
Wait,
the best
then
kind of correct.
Why? Why was the victim wearing a locket with a picture of your daughter inside it?
Kinda weird.
Sometimes the straightest path to the truth isn't the best one. Give it a little time. You're still just getting started with your career.
Speaking of which, I may be out of a job. I work for Gavin Law Offices after all. I still can't believe I just saw Mr. Gavin get led away in handcuffs.
Apollo,
Yeah?
how about coming to work for me?
What? You mean at the Wright & Cole offices? I mean, there's not a single attorney in my generation that doesn't know it.
I can't imagine that to be true, but...
Wait, but didn't you... You're not a...
Oh, I turned in my badge, yes. I'm not an attorney anymore.
He can't even level 3 anymore.
Oh.
An incident 7 years ago. A legendary trial. In the middle of it all was one man. Phoenix Wright. The case reached its sad conclusion, and he left law for good. Have you ever thought about coming back to the courts?
I'm washed, I'm afraid.
What?
Didn't you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence.
Forged evidence? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick.
One piece of evidence struck me as odd. It's true. Well, it just seemed, well, too perfect. I'll bet this was the forged evidence. Yeah, it's the ace. It's gotta be.
Absolutely.
It's the, yeah.
No one ever gets red seals on cards. They're too good.
On a red seal ace? Yeah, fucking right, bro.
Don't you forget? You also forget Kristoph literally said that that card should not exist. So how did he have it?
You mean this, don't you? I got this from your daughter, Mr. Wright.
Yes, that card couldn't have been found at the crime scene. Why? Because the killer took it with him when he left, leaving the wrong card in its place. Luckily for us.
The court can accept this evidence. It's a fraud.
A fraud? How can you be so sure? I would think the only person who could claim it was a fraud would be the one who took the real card from the crime scene, the real killer.
You're literally just admitting, yeah, by the way, this is...
My verdict was already handed down 7 years ago.
Then, you really?
Yes, I forged this card. One look at the crime scene should have told you it wasn't real.
But you can't do something like that and call yourself an attorney?
Who's calling themselves an attorney, Paulo?
It's true. The rumor is true. 7 years ago.
None of that matters much now, does it?
Ah!
Ow.
Ow.
You punched him.
I punched him.
Damn!
It's your story from here on out, Apollo. Perhaps I can help you turn the next page. My office's address. Drop in if you like.
Right.
Oh, and about your uppercut. Try yelling, "Take that" next time. I find it packs a little more punch.
Oh my.
And Apollo, thanks for today. I had a good time, even when you punched me.
He was having fun.
That Mr. Wright walked out the door.
Not the happy music.
That's how my first trial ended. A lot of mysteries went unsolved, and at the time, I had no idea they were all related. Every mystery that day, connected by a single thread of logic. I'd find that out soon enough. My name is Apollo Justice, attorney at law, and this is how my story begins.
Unemployed.
I took my own boss to jail, and now I'm unemployed. And this strange man off the
literally
street
not
took
getting
me in.
paid for that trial.
This hobo took me in.
I'm still getting paid even from jail.
Also,
Oh
Shen,
wow.
Also, Shen, you
Wait,
got an
who's-
absolute reaction from some chat.
Oh, I did.
No,
Yeah, you
perceive.
did. I
Oh.
I saw Samuel just laughing out loud.
I
with
say I'm
Snake
laugh is
going,
good.
Like, hi, hello, hello.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
Hello. Hello.
Alrighty, chat. We're
adorable.
done with
I
the
love
first case. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We did it. We did that. We did that. So that being said, we will conclude for today. No more. That's it. And we will reconvene at a later time. The specific time I'm unsure of. Probably Friday, could be Wednesday, not sure. I'll reconvene with everyone here. So if you're interested in the playthrough, join the Discord. I will announce it there. Usually day of. I'll try to make it. I'll give you guys a little more notice since there was a lot of people here tuned in and invested. But great job to the cast. We had a lot of had a lot of new timers today, first timers today. People really locked in, and it was a fun time. And some reoccurring
They have very
VAs
amazing voices.
with new roles and new voices, and everyone did great. So we can't wait to see more of each other. So I will let you guys know. But that's all for me. So we're gonna send you somewhere else. And I will see you tomorrow for Siege of the Boys if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, Siege.
Love some good Siege.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna send you to Ms. Harpy.
Oh yeah, Harpy is doing.
Ms. Harpy is doing Mega Man X4 with Danny. We love Danny. It's a great game.
Love Danny.
Actually, we're gonna go bother them. We're gonna be like, let's see, what am I gonna say? I see. And then if you have the eyes emoji, Lee has an emoji for this too. Forged evidence, Pog. I need that in Marvel 3. I should just be able to forge one piece. I should get a fake phone that I can just always use. That'd be sick.
That would be funny.
That'd be sick.
What if you had a one-time use of one of the bad evidence for
That'd be interesting.
You just present the samurai statue, and it's just like